Oh, it's 9, it's after 9.
State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Shayen B. Perkins presiding. While court is in session, there will be no smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, and/or laying down. I will ask that if you have on any hats or hoodies, that you please remove them unless due to religious purposes. Thank you, everyone. Good morning to Judge. Good morning to everyone.
Morning.
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 Good morning.
Okay, good morning, everyone. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to get you out as fast and efficiently as possible. I'm going to try to get you out in the order that you came in. We have checked everyone in, so we do know that you're supposed to be here. I'm going to start with the reviews. And that would lead me to Mr. Kenneth Lewis. Are we ready, Mrs. Williams-Law?
Yes, Judge.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Kenneth Lewis, case number SP 165-12451. Mr. Lewis, good morning. Will you state your name for the record, please?
Kenneth Lewis.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a review. You have, I don't see that you paid.
I entered into payment agreement installment.
No, you haven't.
I got the paperwork right here, sir.
It's not displaying that here on the screen here. So what I do see, I mean, let's see what this one says here. One account was amended. I don't see there's any adjudication on this one. No fine. Okay. So no, you haven't properly entered into that payment plan, or they did not do something on their end to put it in the system right. So it's one or the other.
Okay, I got the payment. What's the payment schedule? I got a receipt. I had to put something down too.
I'm just telling you, sir, it's just not in the system right. So you need to go correct that. I'm going to give you another review date for 2 weeks.
Okay.
It'll be April the 8th, 2025. Come at 8:25 in the morning, and then we'll see if we can get that correct. All right.
All right.
All right. Best of luck to you. Have a very good day.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
There we go. Give me the receipt. Oh, no. Okay, you're all set. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So let's get any other reviews. Is there Jesus Lopez Alva or what is it? Ajane Latrice Lever. All right. Let's call. I'm going to get 2 of the House Counsel started, and then I'm going to get the attorneys for retained attorneys. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Rihanna La Forest. Case number is SP 1260530, counts 1, counts 2, SP 1260530, SP 1453081, counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 1692048, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. La Forest.
Brianna Marie La Forest.
All right. Morning to you, ma'am. It's saying that a couple of the matters are for review. What were you supposed to do, some community service or something, Ms. La Forest?
I don't think so.
Were you supposed to pay something? And
I think I am supposed to pay a couple of fees, but I mean I believe so.
Well, why haven't you done so?
I actually don't. I don't know where to pay. Like I don't know how much I owe or like where I gotta pay. Like
All right, so, one of the improper plates cases, improper plate guilty plea, it never was assigned a payment for some reason. 12 hours of community service. You said that was you're supposed to complete 12 hours of community service, and you never scheduled the community service, did you?
no, yeah, I was never. I mean, I don't remember any of this being said, or I would have been on top of that.
I don't understand how you don't remember that.
I mean, I honestly.
Mr. Berry, I see 12 hours of community service for the one improper plate on that 5302.
Yeah, honestly, I was never told about community service, or I would have been jumped on top of that.
Southwest Detroit Community Justice Service, you never were, you never had any conversation with us about the Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center?
Probably a while ago, maybe like last year. I don't remember, honestly.
Well, you got to get it together, man.
I understand.
All right, Mr. Berry, go in the breakout room and speak with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's got at least, I think 1, 2, 3 matters are
Yes.
set for a review. Let's see.
Okay.
The 3 matters are set for a review.
Yo,
All right, you got to be quiet, sir.
I'm sorry.
3 matters are set for a review. As Judge Yancey was here in my place, I don't know if that has anything to do with the confusion or not. So 3 matters are set for review. If she doesn't do the community service, it's going to be $240 a piece on those.
But as things stand, she's looking at 12 hours of community service at Southwest.
And she'll be looking at least 24 hours. I think it's 12 hours of community service. So I probably allowed her just on one. And then the other cases are still open. I don't know why these weren't adjudicated at the same time, but that's just my way of operation. And she's scheduled for arraignment on 4/11 on 2 other cases. So for the purposes of arraignment, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. I'm going to give her a $0 bond. So we're talking about at least 12 hours of community service, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 other cases, 2 of which are a license improper, and then the other 2 are no insurance misdemeanors. Ma'am, if you're going to get an updated offer, if you don't like the offer, keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's gonna help you sort this out.
Okay.
So many people in the breakout room, 3 in the breakout room. Mr. Baldwin's not supposed to be. All right. Okay. Eric Ott. Eric Ott there.
Yeah, Eric Ott, Your Honor.
OTT Ott.
He's in room 9 with, or actually, I think Attorney Ogletree is his attorney, maybe.
He's set for trial. I don't know if the officers have appeared yet or not. Andrews, Lawrence Andrews, Officer Lawrence Andrews. Is Officer Lawrence Andrews here? Okay, let's move on. Lozano, Daniel Lozano.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Lozoyo.
Lozoyo. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
This is the city of Detroit versus Daniel Lozoyo, case number SP 1069249, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 110468871. SP 1214838, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1266625, count 1 and counts 2. SP 1378882, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1427891, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1500414, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1605497, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1674605, and SP 167466061. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to the staff. Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Lozoyo. Please state your name.
Daniel Lozoyo.
All right, today is the date and time. What is the set for Ms.
Pre-trial.
Set for pre-trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Lozoyo, and Ms. Harris is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay.
Daniel, I don't know. Is it 2 of them in there?
Because at the bottom, I'm looking at Gare there, and then Lozano.
Yeah, Alejandro, but they both got.
Oh, do you have Daryl as well? Or is that somebody else? Mr. Doyle? Did he go and break out? You can. Ms. Harris, are you there?
I'm there, yes.
Is he going by, does he have another, does he have a brother or Daryl? I see a Daryl, D-E-R-E-L on the docket as well with 2 cases. I caught those 2 cases into the record. Speak to him in a breakout room, okay?
Okay.
Join the room, please. Okay, now that gets me to Ruinberg. Ruinberg, are you there?
I am, Your Honor.
Has your officer showed up?
I do not see him, Your Honor, and
All right, let's see.
it's Henry Anderson III, Your Honor.
That's the officer's name?
It is, Your Honor.
City of Detroit, state of Michigan.
Yeah, it was a MSP officer, Your Honor.
State of Michigan versus Gretchen Ruinberg, case number SX 449-07491. Appearance for the record, please.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Roy Grunberg, on behalf of Gretchen Ruinberg, Your Honor, today's the date time set for a civil infraction hearing, Your Honor.
All right, that's for your purposes of your client's presence.
Your Honor, she gave me permission to stand in her stead.
All right, you're retained, right? And you have full permission to enter into this any agreement on your client's behalf, correct?
I do, Your Honor. Thank you for asking.
All right, I'll waive the client's presence. Anderson Henry, Trooper Henry, Anderson Henry. I'm hearing no response and seeing no Trooper Anderson in the breakout room. Go ahead, Counsel.
Your Honor, I would move that the court to dismiss this matter.
All right, I'm going to dismiss the case. No officer, there's nothing further. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Your Honor, you stay safe and have a good day.
You as well. Attorney Ogletree, Attorney Draper, Judge Draper, are you ready?
Judge, it looks like Officer Reed, T. Reed, has it here. So I would like to speak to the city attorney if I might go back to that waiting room, Your Honor, number 4.
Yes.
Reed, I'm here.
And who is your client, Judge Draper?
It's Genrich, Gennrich Nicholas.
That's set for 9 a.m. trial.
I thought I had it for 8:30, but let's see. Apologize. My notice is 8:30, but
I see, 8:30. All right. Let's see. You need to go back. You don't have access. You can get back in the 4. Let me put you in there again.
thank you so much, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
You're already set on that 4, Judge Draper.
Judge, how do I?
You go down to the bottom of your screen and click like a more button or something like that. It should pop up. That breakout room is open to you. Yes. I'm sorry. So can you see that? Let me move you around. Ready? I think you hung up again. All right, Attorney Schlussel.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Warren, what do you need to do?
So, Your Honor, I spoke with the prosecutor and our officer is not here. So
All right. What's your
I would like
client's
to,
name?
my client's last name is Ginter, Ginter. First name Brock.
Ginter.
G as in George, IN as in Nancy. T as in Thomas, ER as in Rachel.
City of Detroit versus Brock Evan Ginter, case number strike that, case number 257611901.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deborah Schlossel on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Brock Ginter.
All right, as for purpose of your client's presence, counsel.
Yes, he actually was let in, so he is on the Zoom call, Mr. Ginter.
Ginter, good morning to you. Put your appearance on. State your name for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brock Evan Ginter.
All right, good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing in the matter. Is there an officer, Alejandro Para Jr., P-A-R-R-A. Hearing no response and not having seen that officer in the breakout room for the council.
Your Honor, I move that this matter be dismissed.
The case is going to be dismissed. If there's nothing further, I'm best of luck to you. And Mr. Ginter, have a very good day. Council, have a very
Thank
good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ogletree is Ogletree ready? What about Mr. Janadian? Are you there? What about Waski? Waski's not back. Then we have I just called the attorney. Does Attorney Reed? Are you there?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Attorney Reed, are you there? All right.
Yes, sir. I'm here and ready.
And where's your client?
Gamboa.
Gamboa.
Jose Gamboa. Yes.
Is Jose Gamboa here?
He is, Your Honor.
This matter is set for a show cause. All right. City of Detroit versus Jose De Jesus Gamboa. Case number B13267-924. Hearing for the record, please.
May it please the court, Daniel Reed, P number 30965, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gamboa. Mr. Gamboa, state your name for the record, sir. Mr. Gamboa, state your name.
I never saw Mr. Gamboa sign in.
He did check in. That's what I told. He said he was in. Well, can I explain it? Oh,
I saw him. When I saw him, he was on the top corner of the screen. But that was about 15, 20 minutes ago.
okay. Can I waive his presence and proceed, Your Honor, if the court would allow, and we could get this matter resolved? It's real simple.
Go ahead.
This matter was set, Your Honor. You had a hearing back in October, and at that point in time, you did in fact impose a fine. You first said $500, but then you saw the amount of money he had already paid in, and so you reduced the fine to $345. On December 30th, Mr. Gamboa did pay $350 into the system, and this matter should have been dismissed. But unfortunately, I don't know if the register of action made it confusing and didn't pick up, what he had to pay, and so they figured he owed another $150, but he does not. You had reduced the fine to $345, and your graciousness, being the judge that you are, and being humble and nice, and all those good things. So he has paid the fine.
Come on.
Okay, and being honorable, and being trustworthy, and being, all those, and being the billionaire. I mean, I didn't mean to say that part.
345. Mr. Gamboa, I do have that note here. You are correct. He's paid $350. We will reduce the matter and close the matter out and dismiss the case. As for purposes of arraignment on the show cause,
we wait for him reading, stand mute, Your Honor.
Well, they are not guilty plea on Mr. Gamboa's behalf, and we'll let the record reflect where
set aside the warrant. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's no warrant. It's just a show cause. And we'll dismiss the case.
All right.
For paid. The month was he paid $350. It was $345. So it's.
This is what I saw in the ROA. It's confusing.
Yeah. So let's just close it out and zero it out and dismiss the case. All right. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate your court and Mr. Bowman also, and your staff.
Thank you, Counsel.
That he doesn't have to show back up. And best
Thank
of
you,
luck
Your
to
Honor.
you.
I'll let him know. God bless you.
You as well.
This is Gary Janadian, Judge. I think I'm ready on Mr. Jeram, Ismael Jeram.
All right, Mr. Jeram. And who is the client?
Ismael Jeram.
Jeram?
I'm here on his.
Okay, I got it.
I'm here on his behalf.
Good morning to you, Mr. Janadian.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, now City of Detroit versus State of Michigan versus Ismael Jeram, case number SX44771841. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Garrett Janady on behalf of Mr. Jeram, with his consent to be on his behalf with the court's permission.
Right. You're retained counsel and you have full authority to enter into agreement on this behalf.
That is correct, Judge.
We'll waive the presence. Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, I believe the officer in charge did not appear by my looking on the names on Zoom.
All right, is there a Wadham Shabbat? I guess that's a trooper. Hearing no response and having not seen that officer in the room. Go ahead, counsel.
Judge, I make a motion to dismiss without prejudice.
I believe all the officers are in the room that are here. So hearing no response, we'll dismiss the case. Mr. Janadian, best of luck to you. Have a very good day.
Thank you, Judge. You do the same for your staff as well.
Attorney Medina and Attorney Massaro.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hi.
Very well. And Attorney DiMaggio. Good morning to you. Who's your
Good morning,
client?
Judge.
My client is Mr. Ovalle. He is at my office and I will be logging him on, Your Honor. I just didn't know if he just retained me not too long ago. I didn't know if we were in his alphabet court, if I could pre-try it here.
I am his alphabet judge.
Awesome. So I was just hoping it's a pre-trial today, correct?
Yes.
So if I could just speak to the prosecutor, Judge.
Counsel, you can meet me in breakout room 4.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, this is the interpreter for Mr. Ovalle Castilla. Are we speaking about the same person, Ms. Medina?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And he, as soon as I speak to the prosecutor, I'll have him log on, ma'am.
Okay, because Ms. Barrett said that she was here for him.
Log on now.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I will.
Okay, wait a minute. So is that her client? Because I have for you. She's for Oliver Castillo.
No, Ovalle.
Wait a minute.
Have you been retained, Ms. Medina?
Yes, Your Honor.
For Wilver Oliver Castillo, correct?
Yes.
I just want to make sure. Okay. All right, great.
All right. Mr. DiMaggio, good morning to you.
Morning, Judge.
Who's your client?
I got a question.
Yes.
Yes. I think can you determine if she has court tomorrow?
Fifth today.
Pardon?
All right, that's officer cutoff. So we have some officers in the waiting room, and that'll be the cutoff for the officer. Today she has court.
She doesn't have court tomorrow, though, correct?
No, she has court today.
Okay. All right. Can you tell if the officer's here?
One second. Well, she's got a lot of officers. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Fitzgerald Harris.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's here. Davis, at least one of the officers here. Is that Margot Davis?
Right. Brian Berry or Riley Berry?
Well, at least one of the officers is here.
Okay. Can I be put in with Mr. Bowman?
You may.
Thank you, Judge.
And is your client here? Your client is here. Does your client need an interpreter?
No, she's good.
I'm gonna put your client in breakout room 6.
Okay.
Ms. Gutierrez, I'm gonna put you in breakout room 6, okay? Where is she?
I'm
Any
I'm
other?
right here. I'm right here. I'm sorry. I was trying my phone. I just got
That's
a
all
new
right.
phone.
Put you in breakout room 6. Join the room and wait on your attorney, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Any other retained counsels right now?
Good morning, Judge. I apologize.
Judge,
Yes.
did you have a gun check in, a Miss Gunn? Because I had that case too. It was actually set for trial today.
Is Gunn here?
Tiana Gunn. Yes, it was set at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I saw it. Is Tiana Gunn here? All right, I don't hear any response, so okay. There's a few other people in the break. Here she is here. I'll put Ms. Gunn in 7.
Okay, but do you know
Gunn,
I'm
are
set
you-
it for a trial today? Did an officer show up?
I don't know that yet. Gunn, Officer Allison and Officer Huck. Yeah, he's here. One of them is here. All right.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna put you in a break, Ms. Gunn. Your attorney, Ms. Barrett, is gonna be here. She's gonna come in and talk to you about the case, all right? Where's Gunn? Ms. Gunn, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, I'm gonna put you in breakout room 7. Ms. Barrett is gonna talk to the city attorney about your case, all right?
Okay.
Wait on the lawyer.
Good job, doing it well and executing.
Hajazi, good morning to you. Who's your client?
Your Honor, this is a civil infraction. We are ready to move forward. I do have authority on my client's behalf.
Who's your client?
Jenna Leanne. Set for an 8:30 a.m. formal hearing.
Jenna Leanne. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's the city of Detroit versus Jenna Catherine Leanne, case number C5643891. Appearance for the record, please.
Rami Hajazi, P82830 on behalf of Jenna Leanne. Your Honor, I would like to move forward without the presence of my client. I do have authority to move forward today on her behalf.
Very well. I'm gonna waive your client's presence. Did we resolve this?
Your Honor, to my understanding, the sheriff who wrote this ticket is not in court. His name is Sheriff Michael Noah. Michael N-O-E is his last name.
All right. Any Michael? No, I haven't seen that person join the breakout. I want to make a motion, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, this matter was scheduled for an 8:30 a.m. formal hearing. The current time is 9:35. I would request the court dismiss this matter.
Court case dismissed. Best of luck to you, Mr. Hajazi.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate your time this morning.
All right. Now, let's go back on the record with, have I got rid of all of this, the attorneys that are ready?
Judge, I just wanted to check in quickly.
Oh, Mr. Massar, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No worries at all. I'm here on Tyrese Lee for a bench trial and Randy Gardner Sr. for a pretrial.
Okay, Randy Gardner Sr., let me put you in a breakout room with him. I don't think I've seen Tyree Lee.
I'm here, Your Honor.
He's here. Where are you, sir? Yeah, very good. So I'm gonna put, Counsel, did I give you permission to move about? No, not yet. So here's the deal. I'm gonna put Mr. Gardner in 10 and Mr. Lee in 11, all right?
Perfect, thank you. And do we have an officer on Lee?
That Whitey, I saw a C, let's see.
Yeah. Sorry, Your Honor. I don't know if you're in the.
So Tyree. Crawford, I think I did see Officer Crawford appear. Yes, Officer Crawford is here, so. Mr. Lee, I'm gonna break out room 10. Good morning to you, Officer Crawford.
Good morning.
And then I'm gonna put Mr. Gardner in break out room 11.
Understood. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I just wanted to provide the court an update where my client should be logging on, and we're just going to be seeking another
Client is
date.
here.
We're just going to be seeking another date for him to consider the offer that was just made to me, Your Honor, and any consequences to him.
Ms. Cox, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Can you state your name for the record and your qualifications, please?
Maria Cox, COX. I'm a professional interpreter with years experience in federal and state courts.
All right. I think you broke up, and can you speak a little louder, Ms. Cox?
Maria Cox, COX. My credentials, I am a professional Spanish interpreter with 8 years experience in state and federal court.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Well, I will, but I also promise to interpret.
Hey, that helps. Do you swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in the manner now before the court and not divulge confidential communication, so help you God?
I do.
And do you swear or affirm that you will interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
Very well. City of Detroit versus Wilver, Enrique, Alve Castillo, case number U692730224. Appearance for the record, please.
Crystal Marie. Oh, sorry.
Mando el caso contra Wilver Castilla 69273024. Por favor, preséntense para las escrituras.
Crystal Marie Medina, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Ovalle Castilla.
La abogada Medina se presentó representando al acusado Ovalle Castilla.
And Your Honor,
Ovalle Castilla, good morning to you. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Señor Ovalle Castilla, por favor diga su nombre para las escrituras.
Wilver Enrique Ovalle Castilla.
All right, there's date and time set for a pretrial. I'm going to give you another pretrial date of May the 29th, 2025 at 8:30.
Entonces, hoy es el día para una audiencia preliminar. Le voy a dar otra fecha para otra audiencia preliminar el 29 de mayo a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Muchas gracias, Sonoría.
Okay, sí, señor.
Have a great day. Best of luck to you, Mr. Ovilla. Talk to your attorney.
You as well, Your Honor. Take care. Bye.
Tengan buen día.
Okay, sí,
Ovalle, hable con su abogado.
Williams, Mr. Williams, you're free to leave. You talk to your attorney Perkins about you need to go to King's Court. Talk to Attorney Perkins, all right?
Okay.
All right. So, Miss Cox, you can ask, does anyone else need an interpreter? Did she leave? Okay, very good. All right. Are you ready on Mr. Overstreet?
We're ready. And I do have an inquiry about one other case.
Where's Ott?
He's already in the
here,
main
sir.
session.
City of Detroit, good morning to you, versus Eric Von Ott, case number U695711024. Appearance for the record, please.
Aaron Overtree, about for Mr. Ott. Mr. Ott, can you state your name?
My name is Eric Von Ott.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Ott. Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Is my understanding that the city wants to dismiss this?
Yes.
All right.
And we stipulate the probable cause.
All right, with that stipulation, I'm going to dismiss the case, grant the motion. Mr. Ott, if there's nothing further, have a very good day. Best of luck to you. Who else do you have, Mr.
Thank you, sir.
I have Courtney Glover, but she's having an issue logging on. She logs on, but she's not able to stay on. She's having an issue with her Wi-Fi. I can bring her on by phone if the court wants to do it that way, or if the court wishes to reschedule.
Whatever way. No, she can come on by phone.
Okay, well I'll call her right now. She's ready.
All right, Johnny G. Where's Johnny G?
Johnny G.
Who is Johnny G? Johnny G, start your video, unmute yourself, state your full name, please. Where's Johnny G?
I'm right here, Johnny Garrett.
All right, can you take your hat off, please?
Sure.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sir.
Johnny Garrett. Garrett has one. I see you on the docket. Am I overlooking something, Mr. Berry? G-A-R-R-T.
Garrett.
And Johnny is
That's correct.
Okay. Johnny Garrett, 5/5/2025. You got a little ways to go. Cinco de Mayo. Come back on Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Best of luck to you.
All right. Bye.
Ready as to Ms. La Forest, Your Honor.
All right. What is Ms. Harris? Do you have anyone?
I do, Mr. Lozoya. We're ready.
Okay. Very good. All right. Let's go back on the record with Ms. La Forest. Ms. La Forest, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client seeks a bench trial date to return with documents. And as to the community service, I've given her the number to the Community Justice Center, and she intends to be about getting those hours done. Her phone number is in the chat.
All right. Let's see. The community service, Ms. La Forest, is that what you want to do?
I mean, yeah, I could do that.
What's the hesitation?
No, there's no hesitation. I could do that.
Want to pay, you can pay.
I can pay.
What do you want to do?
How
what do you want to do?
How much would I be paying?
For this, you'd be paying $240.
I could pay I got this. Yeah, I could do that instead.
Okay. So SP 1260530 counts 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then the other matters are going to be set for trial. I'm going to set them for review all on the same date. The trial date is going to be June 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. Okay. You got any further?
No.
There's nothing further now. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, get canceled. Yeah, canceled. What day is the trial set?
April 15th.
Yeah, canceled. She just got it. All right. Let me get Mr. George. Forrest George.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did I pronounce the first name right?
No, it's Jars.
Jarvis.
Yep, Jars George.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
No, that's all right. No, that's fine, fine. Did I get Jarvis George's?
Yeah.
Or did I print it out? City of Detroit versus Jarvis Lavelle George. Case numbers SP 138-67421, SP 821-493, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. George.
Jars Lavelle George.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. We'll give your client a $0 bond. Mr. George, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do we need to run an SOS on your client? Do you have a valid license, Mr. George?
No, I haven't obtained a license. I do have a permit.
Join the room. All right, let's pass the matter.
Your Honor, he has a permit. Could we check his license?
Run the license, please. Mr. Judge Draper, good morning. Who's your client?
He is Genrich, Your Honor. He's not here, but I'm going to enter a plea on his behalf if the court will allow. Gennrich.
Okay, this is the City of Detroit versus Nicholas Joseph Genrich, case number SP 166-24051. Here's the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Draper, P43750, on behalf of Mr. Genrich. I appear with his approval, and I would ask the court to waive his presence. I am authorized to enter a plea on his behalf of responsible.
Very well, I'm going to wait the client's questions. Officer Reed, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record? Please?
Officer Reed, Detroit Police Department.
All right, badge number, please.
Badge 457.
All right, good morning to you. What's the resolution, if any, Mr. Drake?
Your Honor, we had a chance to talk to the people, and I understand they spoke with the officer. The offer is blockading/impeding. My client would tender a plea of responsible. The original charge would then thereby be dismissed.
Stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for that responsible plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, with that stipulation, I'll find your client responsible for the admitted count of blocking traffic. $175. I'll give your client until April the 8th to pay that. And he did that kiosk in the city of Detroit and told you not to do that after your phone, or you can go on, or your client can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can tell you your client to pay it. If there's nothing further, Judge, very good to see you, and we'll see you soon.
Great to see you. Thank you so much, Your Honor, and thank you, officer.
You're welcome. All right, Officer Reed, be safe out there, all right?
Are you as well?
All right, Mr. Berry, Mr. George has a valid license. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lozano. Give me the correct pronunciation again, please. I can't get it right.
Lozoyo.
Lozoyo. All right, Ms. Harris, what does Mr. Lozoyo want to do?
Your Honor, I was able to kind of sort of review his case history in the Register of Actions, and it appears he has 2 no proof of insurance matters that might be preventing him from getting a license. So he would like an opportunity to see if he can handle those and come back with a valid license.
Yeah, pay $336.
And we will also ask. Yes, we would also like to know if the court sees anything else that may possibly prevent him from getting a license.
No, I don't see anything.
I have one more question. If I am able to bring proof of insurance, will that dismiss that insurance case? Or is it too late?
Not the ones you let go in default. maybe the misdemeanor ones, you have to get a license and insurance first, and then come back.
Okay, sir.
So you advised them on the 336 twice, right?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
Okay. So what do you need to do? What is he asking for?
In the court's discretion, either an adjourned pretrial date or a trial date.
I think we just go with the trial date if this is pre-trial today. All right, trial date is going to be June the 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. If there's nothing further, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, sir. Excuse me.
Yes.
Will I be getting that date in the mail so I can write it down?
Well, write it down now.
Okay, sir. Sorry, it was moving a little fast. June 23rd.
Is Colfax Street, is that your name? Is that
Yes.
the street name? Yeah,
Yes.
it should come in the mail, but I wouldn't rely on the mail.
Well,
June
okay.
3rd, June the 3rd at 9 a.m.
June 3rd, 9 a.m. Okay.
Very good. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
City of Detroit versus Carl Earl Glenn, case number SP 1671122, counts 1 and 2 and 3, and SP 167116661. I thought we had Mr. Glenn yesterday. I don't know what happened, but we're going to consolidate these. Mr. Glenn, are you there? Carl Earl Glenn. Was he on the phone?
Your Honor, was he supposed to get it? Was he supposed to get an appointed attorney?
I
know we had a few people that had come
I don't
back.
think so. With this, he's only got no insurance, misdemeanor, and some speeding ticket and defective equipment tickets. He was on the telephone. Gotcha. He was on the telephone. Let's see if he's in the breakout in the waiting room. And I do not see him there, so we'll pass that matter. All right, Ted Lindsay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
City of Detroit versus Ted Lindsay Jr. Case numbers SP 167222301, SP 167222321, SP 1692500, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lindsay, please state your name for the record.
Ted Lindsay Jr.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for retrial. There's 2 other cases, that newer cases, and they're the same: expired plate, no insurance, misdemeanor. Mr. Lindsay, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. All right.
Yes, sir.
Join the room, please. Pass the matter. Are we ready on Mr. Barry's client? Mr. Waski, are you there?
I'm here. I'm looking. Did Mr. Gray check in?
Gray, who's the Antonio Gray?
Anthony Gray.
Anthony Gray. Let me see who are some of these people in the waiting room here. 734-262-0334. Let's see who that is. Anybody ready?
Hello.
On the telephone at 734-262-0334. Good morning. What's your name, please?
Dominique Griffin.
Okay, that's Dominique Griffin. All right, let me see who this is on the phone at 615-905-9217. On the telephone at 615-905-9217. Good morning to you. What is your name, please?
Mr. Nicholas Leonard.
Nicholas Weber?
Yes, Nicholas Leonard.
Leonard. Let's hear for Nicholas Leonard. Is there a lawyer here for Nicholas Leonard? All right. Good morning to you. Just sit tight, sir. All right. We're going to take you in the order that you came in, and so far you're last. So you got a pretty good wait time. All right.
It's hard to hear you. I'm on a phone here at the hospital.
Oh, this is Nicholas Leonard, and okay, very good. All right, let's get you out of here. Who's ready?
I'm ready enough, Your Honor.
All right. All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. George. Mr. George, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, has the court been able to confirm a license for Mr. George?
It's valid. It's valid.
And in light of that, Your Honor, he has shown valid insurance and registration. We seek dismissal.
The court's going to dismiss the charges for providing valid documentation. Mr. George, have a very good day and best of luck to you. I'm going to waive the warrant fee. You're going to have to pay the reinstatement fee. I see 3 of them at $45 a piece. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, best of luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay, I already read.
Letter, you already ran minutes?
Yeah. It's on top.
This is the gentleman that's in the hospital, Mr. Berry, City of Detroit versus Nicholas Leonard, case number SP 164-35851. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry, Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Leonard.
Mr. Nicholas Tajan Leonard.
All right, Mr. Leonard, today is a date and time set for a trial. Is there an Officer Jay Johnson here? Officer Jay Johnson, he is here. Mr. Berry, keep Mr. Leonard offered. Keep in mind he is in the hospital, so we need to expedite this if we could. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, Mr. Leonard. Mr. Berry's gonna do some work on the case. Wait on him to come see you. And keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial, and that's the date and time for, all right? He's gonna get you an updated offer. All right, he's in the room, Mr. Berry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Anybody ready? Let's pass that matter. All right, let's
Ready
go back
on Mr. Lindsay, ready on Ms. Odom.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lindsay. Mr. Lindsay, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, you indicated that he has valid documentation.
That is correct, Your Honor. We will seek a dismissal.
All right, case dismissed, Mr. Lindsay. Have a very good day and best of luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, are you ready on Odom, or is that what you're saying, Ms. Harris?
Ready, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Odom. I'm glad you can come back and
Good morning.
give us some of your time. Busy person. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Shayen Odom, case number SP 164-87771. Appearance for the record, please.
Sheriff Harris, on behalf of Ms. Odom, please state your name for the record.
Shayen Odom.
Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Is there an Officer Bell? Is there an Officer Bell here? I think so. Officer Bell, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
I'm Officer Jemiah Bell from the Detroit Police Department's 5th Precinct.
Very good. Good morning to you. Miss Harris, I'm gonna put your client in a breakout room, get your client an updated offer. Keep in mind, Ms. Odom, if you don't like the offer today, it's the day. Go ahead.
We don't need a break. We don't need a breakout room, Your Honor. I actually requested discovery on February 25th, 2025. To date, I have not received that discovery. I did have this discussion with Mr. Bowman. Defense is moving for a dismissal.
Mr. Bowman, are you there? All right, let me allow him to respond. Let me allow him to respond, and we'll see. I do have the final mark discovery, February 25th, 2025. I'll pass the matter momentarily. Mr. Watsky, good morning. Are you ready?
Judge, Mr. Anthony Gray does not appear to have checked in this morning.
He does not.
No.
He doesn't seem to have checked. All right, what about Gardner? Did you ever speak to Randy Gardner?
That's not mine. That's the father of my client from yesterday.
Yeah, I thought somebody was coming in on him though.
According to Ms. Carter yesterday, she was going to appoint somebody.
Yeah, somebody. I think that's attorney. All right. If there's nothing, well, let's see who this is. Maybe this is your client. Good morning to you on the telephone at 313-610-0994. Good morning to you. What is your name, please? I just let you in the room on the telephone at 313-610-0994.
My name is Courtney Glover.
Your name is who?
Courtney Glover.
Oh, Courtney Glover, right. Courtney Glover,
Yeah.
That's Mr. Oval Street's client. All right, good morning to you, Mr. Glover.
Grand Rising.
All right, let's see who this is. John Hudson. I'm afraid to let this person in the room because of the way the name is, but let me make sure.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. Corporal Baker here.
Yeah, good morning, Corporal Baker.
Yeah, Your Honor. I was here on Grant, and I don't know what time you KPS. I had another courtroom. I was here on Alexa Grant, and she hasn't showed up, to my knowledge.
All right, Mr. Hudson, good morning to you. Put some clothes on, sir. Who is that? Grant?
Latham.
Who is that on John Hudson?
Christopher Ronald Latham.
Christopher Ronald Latham.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
You were here yesterday, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Were you supposed to be here yesterday?
All
right. Grant, is Grant here? Is Grant here? Who is that? That would be Alexis Simone Grant. All right, no show. So Corporal Baker, Corporal Vasion, and Trooper Pakowski. You're free to leave.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day.
I'm safe, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, be safe. All right. Who do we have next? Are we ready on Ms. Harris? Do you have someone?
Judge. Judge.
Yes.
Ready on Tiana Gunn.
Judge, this is Watsky. Anthony Gray didn't check in, and he did not pick up his telephone this morning. So
Okay. This is the City of Detroit versus Tiana Gunn. Case numbers SP 11251771 and SP 1383 8001. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Melita Baird on behalf of Tiana Gunn. Judge, I don't have discovery on this, but I did talk to the city attorney, and just to expedite some of this, they said it for trial. As to Officer Hadput, I think you spell it H-A-U-P-T.
Officer Huff, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Nicholas Haupt, Detroit Police Officer, badge 1789.
Officer Allison, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Officer Kevin Allison, Detroit Police Department, badge 4443.
What's going on is a allowing and I'm driving while unlicensed.
Judge, as to that Officer Hadput case, the city attorney had indicated to me that I don't know, he didn't have the recollection or remember on that, and it would be a dismissal.
That's correct. As to Officer Haupt's tickets, we're talking about Tiana Gunn?
Yes.
Okay. But as it relates to Officer Haupt, the city is recommending dismissal of that ticket.
All right, next time, Officer Huff, if you don't have a recollection, you don't have to just let me know, either in the chat or something like that. Just give me a heads up. You don't have to wait.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's okay. What about the other ticket, Miss?
Well, as to the other ticket, I would like to get the discovery on that one.
Today is the trial date, Your Honor. I have an objection to that, such that there had been no previously requests. The Officer Allison is present, and I'm prepared to give Ms. Barrett a gracious going away gift the offer for driving while unlicensed would be allowing
$240 fine. Will dismiss upon payment. Today is the date and time set for a trial. I don't. It's a 2022 driver's license case. I don't know what more discovery is going to be necessary. I think you're fully capable of. I think capable of taking care of it. I have on the comment section of this ticket that the allegation is that this gun ran on disregarded a red light at Connor and Forest Street, and she wasn't. It doesn't appear that she was written for the. Well, wait a minute before I speak. Yeah, she never did pay the disregard the red signal, so she was written for that. So go ahead and speak with your client. See if she wants to take the deal. If not, if people have obligation to prove her guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
Okay, go back into the room, Ms. Gunn. 7.
All right, let's pass
Ready as to Mr. Leonard, Your Honor.
Judge, could I have co-host abilities again, please?
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Nicholas Leonard, giving you an opportunity, sir, to speak to counsel. And counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, the officer for this trial has no recollection, as reported by the prosecutor, and so we seek dismissal.
All right, and the officer is Officer Johnson. Good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Name, badge number.
Officer Johnson J, badge number 3093.
All right, good morning to you. All right, case dismissed, no recollection. Best of luck to you, sir. I will hope you get continue. I hope your health gets better, okay? Is that Mr. Nicholas Leonard?
Yes, this is Mr. Nicholas Leonard.
Yeah, your case is gonna be dismissed, no recollection, sir. I hope your health gets better, okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
Have a very good rest of your day.
Hey, you too, sir.
This is Billy, Genrich.
Oh, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Did I get the pronunciation right?
Garrick.
Jared?
Yes.
City of Detroit versus Billy Marie Jarrett, case number SP 1219423. Appearance for the record, please.
Billy Garrick.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
All right. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Go ahead, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. Mike, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
You are not guilty plea on your client's behalf and give your client a $0 bond. At this time, I'm going to dismiss the case. Your client has paid 2 related civil infractions. I'll waive the warrant fee. If there's nothing further, Ms. Jarrett, have a very good rest of your day. And,
thank you, Your Honor.
Well, all right. Randy Gardner is. What about Jamon? What about Jamon? All right. What about Joshua Galvin?
I'm ready on Odom because Mr. Bowman is present.
I got Joshua Galvin.
Yeah.
All right. City of Detroit versus Joshua Galvin. Case number SP 1672471. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Galvin.
Joshua Galvin.
Today's the date and time set for a pre-trial. Mr. Galvin has paid a improper drove on right half of road ticket violation for left of center. I'm going to dismiss the case with paid related civil infraction. There's nothing further, Mr. Galvin. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Ms. Lewis, let me get the first name again.
Miasha.
Miasha, I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. Where is Ms. Miasha Lewis on the docket? I see.
8:30, Your Honor.
City of Detroit versus Miasha Camille Lewis, case number, and the state of Michigan. The fact that this is the state of Michigan versus Miasha Camille Lewis, case number SX 3604110, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lewis.
Miasha Lewis.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we would waive the reading of the information and stand mute.
They're not guilty on the client's behalf to give your client $0 bond. Ms. Lewis, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Berry. He's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, okay?
Okay.
Join the room, please. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Odom. Mr. Bowman, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
May it please the court, Your Honor, Victor Bowman, P 33764 for the people.
All right, today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. There's been a motion to dismiss based on the discovery violation. What's your response on that? Odom. Shayen Odom. The discovery was requested on February 25th, 2025.
Your Honor, if the discovery has not been provided pursuant to the court rule, then the people will recommend dismissal of the disorderly conduct charge.
All right, case dismissed. Best of luck to you, Officer
Bill.
Bill. Be safe out there. Have a very good day. Ms. Odom, best of luck to you, all right?
Period. Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well.
Dismissed.
All right, Antonio Oliver. Is Antonio Oliver here?
Yes, hi. Yes, Arn.
Good morning. What is you're Antonio Maurice Oliver?
Yes.
City of Detroit versus Antonio Maurice Oliver, case number SP 1615302, counts 1 and counts 2. Here for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Oliver, please state your name.
Antonio Oliver.
Purpose of arraignment, Counselor?
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Enter not guilty plea in your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. Mr. Oliver, I'm going to get you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. Ms. Harris is going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Okay.
All right. Join the room, please. Mr. DiMaggio. Mr. DiMaggio, are you there? Attorney Waspy has left. DeMario Alexander, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Ms. Nash, can we, Mr. Alexander and Judge, are you junior? DeMario?
Yes, sir.
What is your date of birth?
04/28/1999.
Can we see if we can arraign Mr. Alexander, call down to Judge Holmes' court here and see if we can arraign Mr. Alexander and give him get the warrants off and give him a pretrial date down there, please. All right. So DiMaggio, are you ready, Mr. Barry?
No, Your Honor. I'm going to see Mr. Bowman.
Mr. Bowman, room 4, please. He's in there.
We're ready on Glover, Your Honor.
You ready on Glover?
Yeah.
You, Barry.
City of Detroit versus Courtney Glover, case number U38126517 and SD 164-29941. Appearance for the record, please.
Aaron Overtree and Bob for Miss Courtney Glover, P number 69127. Miss Glover, can you state your name?
Courtney Glover.
All right, where are you, Miss Glover? Oh, you're on the phone. Mr. Ogletree, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. What do you want to do? What's your client want to do?
The prosecution has offered a 3-month delayed sentence. She wants to plead no contest.
And what's the purpose of the no contest plea?
Potential civil liability.
And on what case is this?
This is the disorderly conduct.
And then she has a violation of school ordinance case as well.
That's from years back, like years ago.
Both of them are set for trial, I believe, on the 15th of of April.
Well, let me speak back to Mr. Bowman so I can just make sure of everything. So I think you were just aware of just the one.
All right, let me see which one, what's the 15th of April at 9 a.m. School ordinance is a trial and disorderly conduct that's set for a trial date as well on that date. All right, I'll pass the matter.
All right, thank you, Ron.
He's here now.
I know that, but you want him to go back to Judge Holder's date.
It doesn't matter what they do. If they want us to keep him, we can keep him. But he showed up here inadvertently. All right, anybody ready? Let's go past the matter. Let's go back
Judge,
on.
Tiana Gunn is ready.
Let's go back on.
I'm ready. I've been ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I know everybody else is ready, but I'm talking about attorneys. Go ahead, Ms. Harris.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you. I said Tiana Gunn. That was Miss Barrett. I don't know if she said anything.
So we don't need a pre-trial date if you're going to keep
We didn't, but we're ready on Mr. Oliver. We're just requesting a trial date.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right, back on the record with Oliver. We'll put the trial date on for June the 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. There's nothing further, Mr. Oliver. Best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too. I'm sorry. Can I get that date again?
June the 3rd. June the 3rd at 9 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Best of luck to you. This is the city of Detroit versus Dion Brian Griffin, case number SP 163-1392, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 164-3649, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 165-57931, SP 165-8601, SP 167-00731, SP 169-14961. Here for the record, please, Ms. Harris.
Sure. Harris, on behalf of Mr. Griffin, please state your name for the record.
He's not, he's just, Dion Brian Griffin, good morning to you, sir. State your name for the record, please. Dion Brian Griffin, state your name for the record, please.
Dion.
Full name.
Dion Brian Griffin.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. He's got some other cases. You were here the other day. Were you here yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, these consolidate all these matters, Miss Harris. I have I call into the record the two equipment violation cases. He's got a third equipment violation case. He's got a minor in possession of alcohol. He's got a no seatbelt case. He's got a no proof insurance, no proof case. He's got a failure to use a turn signal, and he's got another improper equipment. I don't know why these are up to date again, but see if we can check in the system and make sure that nothing has been adjudicated on there. Hold on.
And I'll also ask if an attorney was requested.
I don't know if this is necessary for it. These are mostly civil. These are mostly civil infractions. Though for the minor in possession, I can understand that. Let's see for that.
We already talked about that last time.
I have not seen that. That's scheduled for trial on 4/11. Did you ever get a contact? The attorney ever contact you?
Yeah, I think.
He doesn't know what's going on. All right, Ms. Harris, come talk to him.
somebody helping him. Maybe she can come back and answer those questions, but we can go into a breakout room. Thank you.
Join the room, please. Pass the matter. All right. Miss Baird, let's go back on the record with Gunn. I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. What's your client want to do?
Judge, she wants to accept that plea on there.
Ms. Gunn, is that what you want to do?
She's muted. Oh. She got to unmute, Miss Gunn. Miss Gunn, you got to unmute yourself.
Is she there? Ms. Gunn, you have to unmute yourself. I sent you the prompt. All right, we're gonna have to pass it if she can't. Well, anybody else ready? All right, let's, Ms. Gunn, your attorney says you take the deal.
Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? You swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Miss Barrett went over your other advice rights to break our room, did she not?
She did.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No, sir.
You know, by taking the deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Let me draw your attention back to September 11th, 2022 at around 10:17 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Gardner and Forest. Did you have an occasion on that day to come encounter with Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
You were operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that?
I had a valid license. It was just canceled, but it wasn't suspended.
How's a license valid and it's canceled? I don't understand.
It was canceled. If you look at my driver's record, you can see that it wasn't suspended.
How are you today?
Good.
I'm the order.
So,
Got just food.
Mr. Bruin, you're interrupting me again, sir. You're saying two different things. You're saying that the license is valid, but it was canceled. So that means it's not valid, right?
Okay, it wasn't valid.
I mean, is that, am I missing something?
No.
All right. Find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing a $240 fine off the lease upon payment. When can you pay it?
Within the next 30 days.
Come back April 25th, 2025. I'll mark the file about payment plan. Do one of two things: pay it, we'll dismiss the case, or get it to a payment plan before April 25th. Pay it at any DID kiosk in the city of Detroit. We told you can upload to DID after your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the two best ways I can take you to pay it, Ms. Gunn. If you don't have anything further, April 25th, next court date, 8/25. That's up to you, man.
Okay. One more question. I can pay it online. I'm sorry.
You can, but it takes a long time online.
The process.
DIVDAT, it goes through instantly, and the other ones go through, and being in person goes through instantly. You can pay it online.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Great day.
All right. Bye-bye.
There. Officer Allison, very be safe out there. Miss Barrett's gone. All right.
Thank you, Judge. You too.
All right, Mr. DiMaggio, who's your client? He's still, you go back in the 4, I guess, Mr. Bloom. I don't know what he's doing.
All right, I'll see if I can find him.
He's in the 4.
Okay.
What did they say about the Mario exam?
That we can keep them in I guess because it's not going to report back to judge. Pre-trial date.
So it's going back, it's
No.
not, so we'll keep,
Yeah, we'll keep.
okay. Mr. Barry, are we ready on Ms. Lewis?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Lewis. Ms. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date to return with documents.
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give you a trial date of June the 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. There's nothing further. I wish you the best of luck and have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus like Linton Lewis. Give me the correct pronunciation, so I apologize.
Lindsay.
Lindsay. You need to turn your video on, sir. Good morning to Lindsay Lewis. Where is he on the docket?
9 o'clock, Your Honor.
All right, let's go with case number SP1259675. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lewis.
Lindsay Lewis.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer Porsche, is he here? Did he show up?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Although it is listed at 9 o'clock.
It's set for a pre-trial.
It's a pre-trial. Yes, it's a pre-trial.
Today is the date and time set for pre-trial, Ms. Harrison. I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Barry. He's going to get you an updated offer, Mr. Lewis. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. And I'll let your client know he, along with this ticket, he got some civil infractions that he never paid. So he already owes the court at least $454. All right, join the breakout room, Mr. Lewis, and speak to Mr. Barry. That's the matter. All right, Mr. DiMaggio, are you ready?
Ready, Judge.
All right, this is Gutierrez, Najee Gutierrez.
What about the guy with the court right now?
Somebody's got someone mute their phone, please.
On my desktop with me, my personal.
Latham, you have to mute yourself.
See Latham.
Hey, he's calling me.
You have to mute yourself. City of Detroit versus Najee Alexis Latham. Case numbers SP 1121114, counts 1 and counts 2 and counts 3. SP 1647067, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1679780, SP 1679925. Appearance for the record, please.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Judge, what was the last name of the case you called?
What is the last name?
Yeah, it might not be my case. I had Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, so Najee Alexis Gutierrez.
Okay. Yeah. Andrew DiMaggio, P45619.
All right. Officer Fitzgerald Harris, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please? Is Officer Harris here? He was.
He was.
All right. What about the other officers? Officer Davis here, Margot Davis. I have not seen that officer. Is there any other officer here on Najee Gutierrez? All right. How do you want to proceed, Mr. How does your client want to proceed, Mr. DiMaggio?
We received an offer from Mr. Bowman that my client, Ms. Gutierrez, wishes to accept.
What is that offer?
She's going to plead to expired plates. The rest would be dismissed.
Is the excuse me, is the officer here though? Like, I asked you
The
that
one
in the breakout
officer
room.
did appear. One officer did appear. So if you want to have a trial, we can get that officer back in here. The other officer did not appear. So essentially, the cases that the officer did not appear, SP 167-7067 counts 1, 2, and 3 will be dismissed. No officer.
And Mr. DiMaggio, did you in fact confirm that Ms. Gutierrez now has proper insurance?
Well, this is expired. Okay, go ahead.
Right. I think that case was dismissed, so she pled to expired plates.
Well, I need to know through you as an officer of court, has she shown you evidence of proper insurance as of today?
I did not see that, but I'm not saying she didn't have it though.
Well, no, then that is not.
I told my lawyer that I
Be
did
quiet,
not.
Ms. Gutierrez.
Like,
I'm gonna give you a chance to. You're gonna get a chance to speak. Let them just listen first.
Your Honor, based upon that statement, there's not been accurate evidence that she has good insurance now. We know she did not have good insurance then. So
I don't know she didn't have good insurance then, but here's the deal. Was that expired plate contingent on the fact that she had insurance now? That's the court's question.
That is correct.
Okay,
Judge.
So I'm gonna allow Mr. DiMaggio and Ms. Gutierrez to go back in the breakout room and have a conversation. Ms. Gutierrez, direct your questions to Mr. DiMaggio, okay?
Yeah, could I just say something, Judge?
You may.
As part of the negotiation process, I indicated to Mr. Bowman that the officer told her that this case, he would not give her a ticket for it. And as part of the negotiations, he said, well, drop no insurance. He never insurance. It was contingent upon my statement to him.
Get the officer back in here, Mr. Bowman.
Officer Harris?
I don't know where he went.
I'll call him.
All right, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to get him back in here. All right.
Judge Corporal Croxton, if you don't mind, Officer Harris is in court in person. He has several courtrooms. He advised us.
Yeah, but he didn't advise me, Corporal Croxton. I give everybody an opportunity. He's got to let somebody know. He's usually here, so let's try to get him back right quick, Mr. Bowman, and then we'll pass it. Ms. Gutierrez, you want to speak to your lawyer in the interim?
I guess that's the only person I can talk to, so that's fine.
Well, go ahead, talk. If you want to talk, what do you want to say?
The thing is that I keep talking to all these third parties. For starters, my lawyer just told you that I said he did not give me no ticket that day. He told me that he saw that I was from East Point. So he did not give me no ticket that day. I did not get no physical ticket. I didn't get nothing. He told me he was going to let me go. I said, okay, and let that be that. Now, a couple days later, I got a ticket in the mail, and they done combined it with this other case. Y'all dismissed the other case, and that's cool. But I still don't understand, why do I have to pay anything when I did not get a ticket that day? My lawyer is trying to tell me that maybe they gave me a ticket a couple days later. Come on now. Like, that don't even make no sense. I did not get a physical. I've been asking for the dash cam footage, body cam footage, because it was two officers. I did not get a ticket. He went to go run my stuff. He said, you know what? I'm going to let you go ahead and go about your day. I'm not saying that was right or wrong, but that day I was not supposed to get a ticket. So I don't even understand why they would drop the no insurance, but they wouldn't just drop this as a whole, because I was not supposed to get a ticket that day. Like I said, if DPD was looking out for me, cool. Where I'm at with it is, I told my lawyer, this is what I was trying to tell you earlier. I don't even have that card anymore to even show you proper insurance on it. So if I do have to pay a ticket, because this has been going on for so long and I am so tired of dealing with 36th District, please just tell me how much I gotta pay for these expired plates so I can be on my way. Because this is like hindering me. I told you this last court date. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just really want to get this out the way. I don't feel like I should have to pay anything at all because I did not get a ticket that day. I did not get a ticket that day. I did not get a ticket that day from neither one of them officers. I can tell you how that whole situation went down. I did not get a ticket. But if I have to pay something, my lawyer literally just told me that I'll have to pay for the expired plates. Please, I have been on this Zoom call since 8:30 this morning. Please.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, put your appearance on the record, please. Officer Fitzgerald Harris.
Yeah, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, Detroit Police Department, badge 1442.
All right, you heard most of what Ms. Gutierrez said. She indicated to the court that she said that someone out there, I don't know if it was you, she said it was 2 officers, that she wasn't gonna get a ticket. I don't know where, and she's upset about.
I'm about to.
Let me talk. I let you talk. No.
Listen.
No.
I'm not being rude
I
because I want
let
you
you
to
talk.
He's an officer from another case.
Don't overtalk me. All right, I'm about to put you out the room, ma'am.
I was just telling you he is an officer.
No, don't tell me
case.
anything. When I ask you, when I run this show, when I let you speak, you can speak. I let you say everything. You said it about 3 or 4 times over and over again.
That's not him, but okay.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, what do you have to say about this?
Your Honor, I caught the tail end of it about working with a partner. I don't work with a partner. I work by myself.
You do.
This last incident, I stopped her for on East State Fair in Gardner, and she didn't have any insurance, and the plates were expired.
Right. I'm not being rude, Judge. This is a different case. You put the case that I'm referring to with DPD was by a school. You are a whole different case.
Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, I ask you, don't say anything, ma'am. When I want you to talk, I'll let you talk. Do not say another word until I let you talk, okay? Mr. Fitzgerald, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, I have a ticket here. I have a ticket SP 167-9925 count 1. That is a no insurance misdemeanor, and count in SP 167-97801 is an expired plate civil infraction. I also have SP 1121114 counts 1, 2, and 3, a no insurance misdemeanor, a failure to report an accident, and leaving the scene of a property damage accident.
Yes, Your Honor.
Those are so Miss Gutierrez has mentioned something to the effect that she got stopped and maybe she's recollecting one stop and not something that is something that the other. She mentioned that she got a ticket some days later. She didn't get a ticket that day. What is your recollection of it?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor. In 2020, for the leaving the scene of the accident, that's under an accident review where I mailed out the tickets after reviewing the accident report for a hit and run accident. The other one, I did physically stop her and issue her the citation for the expired plates, which was February 11th of 2025.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Mr. DiMaggio is here representing Ms. Gutierrez. Since now we have an understanding of what tickets you stopped her on, or you wrote her on 2 occasions. You stopped her on 1 occasion, if the report is correct. And in the other occasion, during your accident investigation, you came to the conclusion at some point that it was Ms. Gutierrez that failed to report an accident and left the scene of a property damage accident in 2020. Those are the allegations. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And that there was no insurance on the vehicle at that time. So
That's correct.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order Mr. DiMaggio and Ms. Gutierrez to go back in the breakout room and have a conversation as it relates to those allegations. And then Ms. Gutierrez, if you have something to say as far as how things went down or what that Officer Harris said to you, then you need to speak to Mr. DiMaggio about that, okay? I don't know where
Thank
she
you,
went.
Judge.
Rejoin the breakout room, please. All right, let's pass the matter.
Could I see Mr. Bowman in 4?
All right, Mr. Bowman, 4, please. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we actually have some questions for the court. And one of the first ones is, statement is, yesterday, Mr. Waski was representing Mr. Griffin. We're just trying to figure out, is he representing him for all of his matters?
Well, he should be. I don't know. We can get Mr. Waski back in here. He needs to put an appearance on the record. Is there a trial date on this matter? We don't have Tiana Griffin's file. Yesterday.
I believe Mr. Griffin was indicating that there is a court date coming up in April. Is that right, Mr. Griffin?
Let me see if I can put a mistake.
It was yesterday. It was filed.
Yes.
And that was a trial date.
It's so many.
Let's see if we can get Mr. Waski back in here and make sure that we get Mr. Griffin has an understanding of a good understanding of what's
What
going
about those
on.
over there? Because I left it with the docket sheet, the ones that were supposed to.
None of these are. I don't think he was one of them.
Oh, he wasn't.
Your Honor, at the same time, can we make sure, is it possible to make sure that this is everything? Because he entered a responsible plea yesterday, I believe.
Well, I don't have anything on the docket that he does. Let's see if Mr. Griffin's file is here with me. No, all I have is, I have Mr. Boyaje.
So Dion Griffin.
I have Dion Griffin. I need Dion Griffin. You see it? No, I have Randy Gardner and Anthony Gray. So let's pass it. Let's pass it. And Mr. Griffin, what I'm going to do is we're going to get an understanding of what's exactly going on today and who's representing you. If Mr. Waski is representing you on the one case, he's going to represent you on all of them, right? And if you have that trial date, then we will put that, we'll put the other civil infractions on that date as well. Ms. Nash is going to try to locate the file from yesterday, all right? All right, let's pass the matter. Brian Graham. Am I being heard?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, we hear you.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Graham. This is the city of Detroit versus Brian Christine Graham. Case numbers SP 1138398, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1152979, counts 1, counts 2. SP 1612630-1. If there's no objection, I'll include SP 161244062. And SP 1671066, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1671362-1. Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Graham, please state your name for the record.
Brian Carson Graham.
All right. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench warrant. The other matters are in warrant status. Was Harris.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands.
We'll enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf to give your client a $0 bond. So for the record, Ms. Harris, if you have your pen out, I see he's only marked for one improper plates. That's 1138 3981. Along with that ticket, he got an unregistered, untitled, a no insurance misdemeanor, 3 misdemeanors. He has also another unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanor. He has a defective mirror. He has a driving while license suspended, a 21 to 25 over the speed limit, a no registration, and a driving while license suspended. Oh, that's.
I asked for a file there.
Can you put that in?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
That's a total of 10, Your Honor.
I count, can you have that? That's right. All right, that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got it. Enter not guilty penalties. We have give a $0 bond. Mr. Graham, I'm going to put you in a breakout room. Wait on Miss Harris to come in and speak to you. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the room, please. Hold on, Miss Harris.
Okay.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Dion Graham. Mr. Graham is correct. Those cases were all dismissed. He owes $175. We're putting that in Dion Graham. Dion Griffin, I'm sorry. My apologies. Dion Brian Griffin. Let's go back on the record with Dion Brian Griffin. He is correct. Those cases were adjudicated yesterday, and he owes $175 on the blocking traffic. We're going to get that in the system right now, Mr. Griffin, all right? And you had a pay-by date on May the 24th, 2025. We apologize for the inconvenience. May the 24th, I mean, strike that, April the 24th, 2025. All right, sir?
All right.
Best of luck to you.
Appreciate it.
All right. All right, Ms. Harris, go ahead and speak to Mr. Brown. Are we ready on anyone?
Judge, I'm ready on both of my cases.
Lee, what do you have, Mr.? Both of them you're ready on?
Right.
City of Detroit versus Tyrese Lamont Lee. Case numbers Case number SP 162085502. Appearance for the record, please.
Frank Masseria, P87848 on behalf of Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, please unmute yourself and state your full name for the record.
Tyrese Lee.
Am I good to go?
You're good to go.
All right.
Is that Mr. Griffin? You're good to go, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Lee, today is the date and time set for a trial. What's your client want to do?
Judge, we will be accepting the offer as to pleading to open alcohol as a passenger in the motor vehicle.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Lee?
Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Mr. Masseria went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Excuse me?
Did your counsel go over your other advice or rights in the breakout room?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, Officer Crawford, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
How you doing, sir? Officer Crawford, Detroit Police Department.
All right, badge number and as you said, Detroit Police.
Badge 904.
Okay, good morning to you. So let me draw your attention, Mr. Griffin, back to September the 7th, 2024, around 2:01 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of 7 Mile and Winthrop. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Say that one more time so I can hear you. The end of it?
No, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Lee, I'm sorry. Unmute yourself, Mr. Lee.
Oh.
Mr. Lee, did you hear me?
No, I didn't. Can you repeat that?
All right, on September the 7th, 2024, around 2:01 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 7 Mile and Winthrop, or did you have contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes.
Were you in a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did the officer, did you have some alcohol in that motor vehicle?
I don't recall, but I believe so.
Either you did or you didn't. The client, did you talk about this with your client?
Yes, I had alcohol.
So what do you mean you don't recall?
I had alcohol, Your Honor.
What kind of alcohol did you have, sir?
Probably with some tequila.
Probably. It doesn't sound like he's has a good recollection of having the alcohol.
Judge, we can review the video again in the breakout room if you would like.
Go ahead. Go back in the breakout room.
Can do. And did you want to call Gardner before I go back in there?
Well, is it ready?
It is ready.
And Gardner is set for what? That's Randy Gardner? Yeah.
Randy Gardner Sr.
All right, let's go back. Let's call the city of Detroit versus Randy Lavelle Gardner Sr. Case number SP 11079338, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11083351. SP 11281521. SP 162888981. Appearance for the record, please.
Frank Masseria, P87848, on behalf of Mr. Gardner Sr. Please unmute yourself and say your full name for the record.
Randy Cortez Gardner II.
Second. So this now let me get this straight. Is this gun violation his? Let's see. Date of birth, Mr. Gardner?
Say that again. Date of birth?
Yes, please.
11/25/1975.
Yeah, the firearms ordinance is his, so if he pleads to the firearms ordinance, then I'll fine him $500, and he will, I do have a trial date set already for April the 11th, Council.
Judge, we were appointed on this case yesterday and requested discovery yesterday, so I'd be asking for a trial date at least 21 days out.
All right, we're gonna redo the trial date for June the 3rd. June the 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. I'm gonna mark the file requested discovery on 3/24/2025. All right, if there's nothing further, have a very good rest of your day and best of luck to you.
Mr. Masseria, can you please text me the ticket number for this gun case?
I don't have your number, Mr. Bowman. I can meet you in the breakout room though.
Oh, okay, great.
All right. There's nothing further. Best of luck to you. And go back in the breakout room, Mr. Lee, and see if you can refresh his recollection.
So what do you need from me, Judge? Or am I done?
Just need you to show up. You need to keep in contact with your lawyer. June 3rd. That's all.
Okay, so June 3rd. So I can leave out there?
Yes. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Who's ready?
Ready on Mr. Lewis, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, my client would avail himself of the people's latest offer, most current offer, to enter a plea to allowing for the driving while license suspended.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yeah.
You understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yep.
Say yes or no, sir, please.
Yes.
Do you understand, Mr. Berry went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know by taking the deal, you're gonna give those rights
Yes.
up? Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
And let me draw your attention back to October the 6th, 2021, at around 9:30 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Gratiot and Otter Drive. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license.
Yes.
You couldn't do so, could you, sir?
Yes. No.
And why is that?
Don't have one. Ain't never had one.
All right, very good. All right, find your client guilty of admitted count of allowing $240 of dismissal on payment. When can you pay it?
I don't know. I'm in the middle of looking for a job right now.
I'm gonna give you 30 days to get it figured out. 30 days, mark April the 25th is your next court date. I'm gonna mark the file allow payment plan. Come back on April 25th, either have it paid or get into that payment plan. At 8:25 in the morning, if you're gonna get it to the payment plan, you're gonna need to come down to the courthouse and get it to the payment plan. If you're gonna pay it at any DivDat kiosk in the city of Detroit, I'm told you can upload the DivDat app to your phone, or you can come on down to the courthouse and pay it. If there's nothing further, I wish you the best of luck on the job, sir, and have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Yeah.
All right. City of Detroit versus Michael Henry Gruen, case number SP 1641973, counts 1 and 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gruen.
Michael Henry Guerin.
Guerin, I'm sorry. Mr. Guerin, today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer Andrews, good morning to you. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Andrews from the 3rd Precinct, Detroit Police Department, badge 111.
Okay. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Give Mr. Guerin an updated offer. Keep in mind, Mr. Guerin, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, we're referring to Michael Henry Guerin?
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
All right, let me put you in a breakout room, Mr. Guerin, and speak to Mr. Barrett. Just pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Brian Graham. Mr. Graham, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yeah, we're respectfully requesting a trial date.
All right, trial date is going to be June the 3rd. That's what you want to do, Mr. Graham?
Yes.
Trial date is going to be June the 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m., okay?
Yeah.
All right, any further questions?
No, sir.
Best of luck to you. All right, call Monty Lamb is right there. I don't see it.
Right here.
You and I are late, but I don't have time.
All right, I don't do it all right. I just put it on. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Armani King Lamb. Case numbers SH10009053, SP128-65551, SP157-14151, SP157-69721. There's a speeding ticket. I think it went into default. I don't have any objection for him to be heard if the city doesn't. SP16350 771, appearing for the record, please.
No objection, Your Honor.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Lamb, please state your name for the record.
Armani Lamb.
We are just asking, was an attorney requested on this file?
Yes, it was. It has Spanish. Is your number 586-588-6428, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you haven't received a call from any city attorney? I mean, an attorney yet? Have you guys, an attorney got into contact with you, sir? Mr. Lamb? What happened to him? All right.
See Mr. Bowman in 4?
Mr. Bowman in 4, please. Mr. Dupree.
Good morning.
Armani Lamb. Is Armani Lamb there?
Oh no, this is Gardner.
All right. Who's on the iPhone that I just let in the room? Who's your client, Mr. Dupree?
Judge, I was appointed last night for a Jonathan Goljanage.
Yeah, he hasn't. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you his telephone number.
Ooh.
I believe I have it here. He's had his mom has his surgery. He hasn't checked in. He said he was going to call this morning. Where is that? Where is that?
Yeah, if I could get the number, if we could just adjourn, I don't want to make him call in if he's at the hospital for his mom, if the court's okay with that.
I don't see, where did I do with that? Yeah, oh no, I didn't get his number, did I? I didn't, well, then, yes, it's a number here. No, I didn't get his number.
Does the court have an address for him? Because if we adjourned, I could just send him a letter.
Yes, the court does have an address. And the address is 1026 Lorenzo Court, Troy, Michigan, 48085.
That was Belenzo Court, Judge?
Say that again?
What was this? What was the street name?
Lorenzo, Lorenzo, 1026 in Troy at 48085.
Got it, Judge. Would the court?
Let's call City of Detroit versus Jonathan Goljanage, case number SB 164-64991. Counts, that's counts 1, 2, and 3. In the state of Michigan versus Goljanage, case number SX 4257396. Counts 1 and counts 2. Appear for the record, please.
Matthew Prepaid 0132 for the defendant. Judge, I would ask the court to waive his appearance. He had informed the court yesterday that he had a family emergency that required his attention.
We will waive his presence today. Unfortunately, I don't know how I missed not getting a phone with him. But what we'll do is we'll give him a intro date of 5/29/2025 at 8:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's go to
Good day, Judge.
May the 29th, 2025 at 8:30. All right. All right. Best of luck to you, Mr. All right. On the iPhone, sorry, I just let you in the room. What's your name?
Tavon Lawrence, Your Honor.
Say that again, Lawrence.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, good morning to you. All right. We ready on anyone? What about Michael Galvin? We took care of him a long time ago. Okay. What about Michael? What about Michael? Is that Gordon?
Golden, Michael Golden.
Golden?
Yes.
It says set for trial.
I'm not sure. This is my first time logging on.
And we're gonna get you right quick, sir. Hold on, give me a second. Any of the attorneys ready?
Judge, I'm ready
You're
on
back
leave.
on
Mr.
leave?
Lamb is back.
And
And
Mr.
we're ready on
Maria is ready.
All right, who are you ready on, Ms. Harris? Ms. Harris?
We were discussing Mr. Lamb. He fell off. I think you said an attorney was requested.
Can we get an attorney for Lamb, Armani Lamb?
And he's in the waiting room.
All right, so let's do this. Let's call the city of Detroit, Ms. Harris. Versus Michael Golden, case number V 130242223, V 130243323, 237556101, SP 1474844 counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 1539842 counts 1 and counts 2, SP 1551126 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1613564 counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1685721 counts 1, 2, and 3. And SP 1685799 appearing for the record, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Golden, please state your name for the record.
Michael Edward Golden.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf, give your client a $0 bond. So the last 4 cases are a driving while license suspended, Ms. Harris, a no insurance misdemeanor, open alcohol on a motor vehicle driver, and an improper plate. Get Mr. Golden an updated offer. Keep in mind, you have an absolute right to a trial if you don't like the offer, Mr. Golden. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris, have a conversation with her, and let us know what you want to do when you come out, all right?
Thank you.
Your Honor, I do understand that it's show cause. I'm just wondering, was an attorney ever requested?
I don't have the file in front of me, so I don't know that. But I doubt it. If it's show cause, he missed the date, he probably went. It probably, if it wasn't attorney requested, then it probably is long gone now. So we'll check the file when we get it. All right, Mr. Massera, are you ready on your client, Mr. Lee?
Yes, we are, Judge.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, I've given you an opportunity to refresh your recollection. What does your client want to do? Is his recollection reflected?
Judge, yes, I'd like to apologize. I didn't adequately review the discovery with my client. I believe he can go forward with the factual basis now.
All right. So Mr. Lee, are
Yes.
I don't have it, but, oh, here it is. I lost it. I'll take it up. Oh. No, I printed it out. Okay. All right, I might have it. I have it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Lee, do you understand now? Did you have some alcohol in this vehicle at the time?
Yes, sir.
What kind of alcohol did you have?
Tequila.
And was it open?
Yes.
And it was some in the container?
It was like a cup.
All right, I'm gonna find your client guilty of the amended count of open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger. $240 is gonna be the fine. I'll waive any warrant fee. When can you pay it?
I will need a little time, Judge. Can I get like 60 days? I want to make sure
I'm gonna give you 30 days. Pay it, and I'm gonna mark the file allow payment plan. So either do one of 2 things: pay it within 30 days, or get into a payment plan. You're gonna have to come down to the courthouse and get into a payment plan. I mark the file allow payment plan. All right.
All right.
Anything further, sir?
Yes, I wanted to ask one question. The officer that y'all had on there, I don't think that was the officer that pulled me out the car.
Did you talk to that about? Did you talk to that about that with Mr. Masserai?
No,
That's who you.
No, it just came. I had forgot to ask him that, but I wanted to ask him that. I don't think
I
that
can-
was the officer that pulled me out.
I can go into a breakout room and talk to Mr. Leo a bit further. Are we free to go after that, Judge?
Go back in the breakout room. If you're free to go, you're free. If he's okay, you're free to go.
Understood.
All right, go back in the breakout room. All right, let's see where are we now? Let's go back on the record.
Mr. Guri.
Breakout room, Mr. Lee. All right, let's we're back on the record. What's going to be if there's any resolution here? Mr. Berry?
Ready at Mr. Gurin, Your Honor. And there is
Mr. Gurin, is there any resolution, Mr. Berry?
yes, Your Honor. My client is prepared to enter a plea to allowing as provided by the prosecutor.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Gurin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yep.
Do you swear to affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $5 in fines?
Yes, sir.
All right, you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Berry went over your other advisor rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understood those rights?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about those rights?
No, Your Honor.
You know, by taking this deal, you're going to give those rights up?
Yes, I'm aware of that, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Let me draw your attention back to November the 7th, 2024, at around 3:20 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Woodward and Kett Street. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in encounter with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, Your Honor.
And why is that?
It was suspended out of Pennsylvania.
Very well. I'm going to find your client guilty of the amended count of allowing, stipulates the proper cause, will dismiss the other matter.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, $240 will dismiss upon payment. When can you pay?
I could pay it today.
All right. I'm going to have you back on Friday just to make sure that payment is here. We'll review it. What is Friday? The 28th?
Can I do
is
it? Can I do it over the phone, Your Honor?
It would be best if you did it. I'm sure you can do it over the phone. I'm just going to tell you that the best way to do it is div that kiosk, or coming down to the court. To div that kiosk, you can upload to your phone. It goes through instantly. I'll review it on March the 28th, 2025 at 8:25. If it's paid, sir, you come in that morning, we'll dismiss the case, all right? But there's many ways you can pay. I just give the best two ways, okay?
March the 28th?
March the 28th, 8:25, we'll get you out first thing in the morning if you paid it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Let's call it City of Detroit versus Dominique Griffin, case number SP 1318261. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood F. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Griffin.
He's on the phone. Is he unmuted? Did he leave? All right, looks like he left. This is Ruth's iPhone.
Are y'all talking about Latner?
No, Dominique Griffin.
You got a David Griffin.
No, I know. I got you, Mr. Griffin. All right, let's see, who is this? Dominique Griffin? Sterling Griffin? All right, let's pass Dominique Griffin's matter. That matter, I was gonna, Mr. Sterling Griffin, you have to turn your camera on.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm trying to now.
All right, so that matter, I was gonna dismiss Mr. Bowman. He paid a related civil infraction, and he owes another related civil infraction. So he paid a no insurance, and he still owes a expired plate. He was here today. Mr. Bowman.
Yes.
Any objection to that?
No.
All right. So he paid one related civil infraction and he owes another one. So we'll just dismiss pay related civil infraction and waive warrant fee 325/2025. Defendant was here, but no.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Can we check, this is on the 9 o'clock trial docket. Can we check the status of Alexis Simone Grant, Grant, officer?
I told them a long time ago, Grant was not here.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah, so we talked about that. Let's get Rube's iPhone. Who is Rube's iPhone?
Money Lamb, sorry, my phone had died. I'm sorry.
Armani Lamb. So Armani Lamb, that was you. No, that's not Armani Lamb. Let's go. What were we doing with Armani Lamb? We were getting an attorney for. So we're still trying to find that attorney for you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with Gregory Gorey or Gorey.
Hello.
Is that Gregory Gorey?
Yes.
Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes.
All right. What's your date of birth?
2/20/94.
City of Detroit versus Gregory Gorey, case number SP 167-30141 and SP 167-30231. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Gorey.
Gregory Anthony Gorey.
Gorey. Today is the date and time set for a pre-trial. Mr. Berry, get that.
Okay, let me.
Mr. Berry, give Mr. Gorey an updated offer. Keep in mind, if he doesn't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Gorey, with Mr. Berry. Have a conversation with him, all right?
Okay.
All right, let's pass the matter. Mr. DiMaggio, are you ready?
Oh, yes, Judge.
I see. Open the Gutierrez plan. All right, let's pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. All right, Ms. Gutierrez, where are you? Where's your client, Mr.
She should be on there.
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez. Now, do you understand what's going on now, ma'am?
No, I don't.
All right, you didn't, Mr. DiMaggio, you and your client didn't get an understanding?
You know, Judge, it might be best to appoint another attorney on this case.
Well, what's going on?
It was a simple matter of I was just trying to tell you that the last ticket and the last officer that just got on the screen, that wasn't the same ticket that I've been on the docket for. That's all I was trying to tell you. That is a separate matter.
Ms. Gutierrez, I see why you have a problem.
How do I have a
See where
problem?
you're
Because I'm
having a
just
problem.
telling you that
Because you're
that's not the
telling
right
me,
ticket.
because you're not listening. You're telling me what you're on the docket for. I tell you what you're on the docket for.
Okay, so I was confused because I'm obviously on the docket for something new. I haven't been coming to court. I just got that ticket like 2 weeks ago. I didn't schedule a court date for that with Mr. Fitzgerald. He just pulled me over. I know what's going on. It's 3 different tickets going on and it's a lot of charges. But that last one, that's what I have not been coming to you for that. Like, that's something totally separate. That's all I'm literally trying to tell you. I know the ticket that I got from Mr. Fitzgerald, but that is not what I've been coming to you for. I just got that 2 weeks ago.
The SP 6797801. You got that ticket 2 weeks ago, February 11, 2025. Okay. So
Right. That's
we're on the
all.
record. Yeah, we're back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Yeah, okay. So that's not even the most important ticket. The most important ticket you do know about, don't you?
Yes, I do. The two.
So what's going on? Why can't you come to a resolution with this individual
No,
and get
I
an understanding?
no, I did. I did.
Stop talking. Mr. DiMaggio, I can kind of see why you can't come to a resolution. Or are you driving, ma'am?
No.
I can see why you can't come to a resolution. But what is, without disclosing your client's confidential information, why can't you work this out for her?
Could I see Mr. Bowman? I've been trying to get in with Mr. Bowman. Yes.
All right, let's pass it again. All right, who are we ready on? Ms. Harris? Mr. Berry?
Ready on Mr. Golden,
We're ready on Glover, Your Honor.
Glover, you're ready on Glover? All right.
We're ready on Golden.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Glover. Ms. Glover, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yes, the prosecution gave the offer, if she pleads no contest to the school ordinance violation, 6-month delayed sentence. She's pleading no contest due to lack of memory. And the other charge will be dismissed. Disorderly conduct one.
All right, is that what you want to do, Ms. Golden?
Yes, sir.
All right, if I enter no contest plea, it's gonna be treated like a guilty plea for sentencing. Courtney Glover, I'm sorry, Ms. Glover, it's gonna be treated as a guilty plea for sentencing, you understand that?
Yes.
Can I get a 6-month date? Please. Yes. All right. Well, raise your right hand, Ms. Glover. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Ogletree, will you stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for this no contest plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the purpose of the no contest plea? What is the legal basis for it?
Lack of memory.
Okay, and will you stipulate the probable cause for the dismissal of the other matter?
We stipulate the probable cause.
All right, for that, I'm gonna find your client, I'm gonna enter a no contest plea on your client's behalf and dismiss SP 164299941. Ms. Glover, if you pay this matter and before September 22nd, that's going to be your next court date, September 22nd. If you pay this matter and don't get any further trouble as it relates to this, then we will dismiss the case, okay?
Okay.
All right, so come back on September 22nd and pay it at any DIVDAT kiosk in the city of Detroit. I'm told you can upload the DIVDAT app to your phone or come on down to the courthouse and pay it in person. Those are the 2 best ways I can tell you to pay it, all right?
Okay.
All right. Best of luck to you, man. Have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
All right. Let's go with back on the record with Golden. Mr. Golden. Okay. All right, let's go back on the record with Golden. Mr. Golden, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Oops, Your Honor, respectfully requesting that counsel be appointed, and hopefully that counsel can do a review and see if possibly Mr. Golden is eligible for community court. Sorry.
Community court?
I think most of these may have occurred in Southwest.
Well, put it this way. I mean, he can do some community service. It doesn't have to be in Southwest, but we'll allow them to do some community service. I need a good phone number. I do see the phone number here. I want to put the phone number on the file, sir. You want an appointed attorney, is that correct?
Correct.
And you want a trial date as well, Ms. Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to give you a pretrial date of May the 29th, 2025. I'm also going to put this on the track for trial on June the 5th, 2025. That June to the 5th date may change. What I need you to do, sir, is answer the calls you don't recognize. One of the calls should be that appointed attorney. If you don't hear from that appointed attorney by June the 5th, then we'll get you an attorney appointed on the spot, okay?
Okay, so if I don't hear from an attorney before the June 5th,
Hopefully, you'll hear from an attorney hopefully before May 29th. If you don't hear from that attorney on May 29th, we'll get you one appointed on the spot, okay?
Yes.
All right, any further questions, sir? Come back May 29th and we'll see where it goes from there, okay?
Okay, would this be the same,
all the same Zoom information.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day.
You too.
Is this Aisha Grisham? City of Detroit versus Aisha Marie Grisham, case number SP 1211109, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharon Harris, on behalf of Ms. Gresham, please state your name for the record.
Aisha Gresham.
Good morning, Ms. Gresham. Today is the date and time set for arraignment on the bench. Warren, go ahead, counsel.
For purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute.
Well, enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf to give your client a $0 bond. Ms. Gresham, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. She's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial, all right?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Join the room, please. All right, who else is ready? Mr. Berry is not ready. Mr. Reed. Let's call the City of Detroit versus DeMarco Alexander Jr.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Case numbers SP 1077. He's not on the docket. We're taking this case from Judge Holmes. SP 107-7177, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1220943, counts 1, 2, and 3. That's 1470806. 1. SP 1492960, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1592329, 1. SP 1640424, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1640847, counts 1, counts 2. 21715792, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Berry, can you put your appearance on the record for Mr. Alexander, please? He's not here. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, so I'm going to give you a $0 bond. You owe for insurance no proof, $288. Need to write this down.
Okay.
2, 3 times.
Okay.
Insurance no proof. You owe $288 3 times. You need to pay those. If you pay those 3 times, you'll potentially set yourself up to be eligible for a driver's license. At least you'll have clearances here at the 36th District Court. I'm going to give you a pretrial date of May the 29th, 2025 at 8:30. Pay those ahead of you coming back to court. Go to the Secretary of State, ask for a printout. If the Secretary of State gives you a license, then you bring that license back on May 29th. Secretary of State does not give you a license, and you need to come on down and you need to ask them for a printout. They should give you a printout to everything that's affecting your license. So these insurance no proofs are $288. Now you owe the court a lot more money, but those 3 tickets will give you clearances here, okay?
Okay. Could you repeat that pre-trial date in May for me, please?
May 29th, 2025 at 8:30.
Okay, thank you very much.
And let's go to the state of Michigan versus Demario Antoine Alexander. Case number SX382365051. All right. Not guilty plea. And then you got a lot of other stuff going on here, sir. That's also class P1356837. 1 into the record. All right, that's it. All right, so go pay those. It's $388 times 3. You owe a lot of other civil infractions, but if you take care of those, then you should be able to. You'll at least have clearances here at the 36th District Court. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, come back on the 29th, and we'll see where you're at.
All righty, thank you.
What is this? Okay.
All right, anybody ready? Okay, for the officers, let's see if, is Damon Gardner here? Or Omar Gladson? Alexis Simone Grant? Taiwan Gray? I do have David Griffin. And Stephen Lydell. Is Stephen Lydell here? Get Dupree back in here. That's his client.
Good, Taiwan Gray here.
All right, Taiwan Gray is here. So the officers are for Grant. I think I excused them. Corporal Croxton for Gardner. I don't see a David Gardner.
Thank you,
Damon
Judge.
Gardner. I don't see a Damon Gardner. Corporal Croxton, you be safe out there. Greeno, that's Gladson is not here, and that's set for a pre-trial. And then Lydell should be here, and that's Dupree's client. So we need Matthew Dupree back in the court.
He got a number on that.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. All right, who are we ready on? Let's go back on the record with Grisham. I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Yeah, we're respectfully requesting a pretrial date, but we're also asking if the court could possibly look over her case file to see if there's anything that would prevent her from getting a valid license.
I don't see anything. It's only these 3 cases. All right, I'm going to give you a pretrial, ma'am, of May the 29th, 2025. If you don't have any further questions, best of luck to you. Have a very good rest of your day, okay?
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, 313-264 3549. Is that person here? Okay, not hearing that. Earl
Excuse
Glenn
me,
is
Judge.
not. Yes.
This is Martino. I'm currently at work. I work at McDonald's. Now DoorDash. My manager would like to know, like, am I gonna
All right,
have court
you're
today?
after Gray. You're gonna be after Gray. Just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
All right. City of Detroit versus Taiwan Devon Gray. Case number SP 1647702, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 1647731. Appearance for the record, please.
Taiwan Devon Gray.
Sherrick Harris on behalf of Mr. Gray.
Officer Thomas Peterson, badge 5145.
All right, good morning, Officer Peterson. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Today is date and time set for trial. He has 2 state tickets that are due tomorrow, and those case numbers are SX449731, counts 1 and counts 2. That is a no insurance proof and a disregard and a red signal. So I don't, if he wants to resolve those with this, we'll try to get a global offer. I have no objection to that, all right?
Your Honor, was discovery requested or possibly an attorney?
Where's the file? Great. I want it, great. All right, let's pass it. Let's see if we can see if that's happening.
Your Honor, Officer Peterson. And I'm in regards to a different ticket, I believe, for Mr. Gray.
Yeah, you're on here for the open alcohol and motor vehicle driver, unregistered, untitled, no insurance misdemeanor, and improper plates.
Okay, my apologies.
All right, let's see. There was a request for an appointed attorney that did not ever get to the file, I guess. What is your telephone number, sir?
313-926-7484.
Let's pass it. Let's pass it and see what's going on with these attorneys. I need a Lamb. We need to get in contact with, let's pass the matter. Okay, can we call her? I do. All right, let's pass the matter. Latner, are you a Marcino Latner?
Yes, I'm here. I'm currently at work. I told you I work at McDonald's. My managers wanted to know, like, how long was this gonna take for me to come back to work?
City of Detroit versus Marcino Cartier Latner, case number SP 16684-101. Appearance for the record, please.
Sheriff Harris on behalf of Mr. Latner. Please state your name for the record.
Marcino Latner.
All right. Today is date and time.
Same thing, Your Honor. Was an attorney
We gotta get the file.
requested?
I don't know yet. Let me see. In this case, an attorney was requested. All right, let's pass the matter. Let me get a judge. Let me get Judge Carter on here right now. Give me a few more minutes, Mr. Latner. All right. All right, let me pass it. I just emailed the, is this your phone number, Mr. Ladner?
313-844-9175.
All right, you can go ahead and hang up, and I'll call you back. 9175-844-9175.
Yes. Is it any way I can request a speedy trial?
You're gonna get a speedy trial. Let me get you an attorney first.
All right.
All right, just go ahead and go. Answer the phone when I call, please.
Is it gonna be from like a specific number, or is it gonna be from this number right here?
965-2402. So it's a 965 number, 313.
All right.
All right. That gets me down all the way to, is David Griffin still here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, good morning. David Griffin, City of Detroit. Do you have a middle name, sir?
Tromel.
City of Detroit versus David Tromel Griffin, case number SP1637471, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Sheriff Harris, on behalf of Mr. Griffin, please state your name for the record, sir.
David Tromel Griffin.
Same question.
Here, and I'm gonna make the same inquiry. What's the point? Attorney of requested and discovery requested?
Attorney was not requested. So Villanueva, can you state your name for the record, put your appearance on the record, please?
Hi, good afternoon. Officer Villanueva, badge 3939.
I need to turn your camera on, please. Good morning to you.
Okay.
All right. All right. Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Ms. Harris, speak to Mr. Griffin in the breakout room. See if you can work it out for him. And keep in mind, you don't like the offer that she's going to present. You have an absolute right to a trial. It has multiple open bottles of alcohol and vehicle. That's what the notes say, Ms. Harris. Let's pass the matter.
Judge.
All right, Mr. Dupree, you're on Lydell. I haven't seen Lydell.
Stephen Lydell, Your Honor?
Stephen Lydell.
I'm sorry, Judge, I thought that was up on Thursday, but as long as I'm here, I also texted Judge Carter, and she said that I can take anything you want me to take this morning, so that you can have, if you need, I think you were trying to get somebody appointed on cases. Since I'm here, I can handle them.
All right, I need, I have Armani Lamb. Let's take care of Armani Lamb first. Let's go back on the record with Armani Lamb. Are you there, Mr. Lamb?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, the case is entering without permission, open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger, 16 to 20 miles per hour over the speed limit, no insurance misdemeanor ×2. Appearance for the record, Mr. Dupree.
Matthew Dupree, P@0132 for the defendant.
All right, Mr. Lamb, state your name again for the record, please.
Armani Lamb.
All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Lamb, with Mr. Dupree, so you can get acquainted with him. Mr. Dupree, I'm going to give you permission to move around. And if you get an offer today, you have an absolute right to a trial if you don't like the offer, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Lamb, I'm going to put you in breakout room 5. Mr. Dupree, Mr. Lamb will be in breakout room 5.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, what time is Mr. Lamb docketed for?
Mr. Lamb is docketed for 8:35 pre-trial.
Thank you.
Let's pass that matter. Last time, this is the last time on this case, Mr. DiMaggio.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, why can't have we come to this some sort of meeting of the minds or anything about this?
No, I've gone graciously to Mr. Bowman, and he's explained the offer again. I've explained it to her. She just won't accept the offer. She just says she wants a new attorney, so there's nothing more I can do for her.
Ms. Gutierrez, you just don't understand how this works. I don't know how to explain it to you any better. You don't have the right to come in here and pick and choose which attorney that you get. The only way that you get that right is if you hire one yourself, or you go to this is a case where you requested an appointed attorney and we got you an appointed attorney. And I don't understand what's blocking the movement of this case. I can kind of see it's you. So why can't you speak with Mr. DiMaggio and get some kind of understanding about what's going on?
I tried to, and everybody is getting upset with me because I'm asking questions. Like, I keep just being told to do stuff, and I'm not. This last time I just came back into the breakout room with him, the deal has completely changed, and it's something completely different. Everything keeps changing. I don't understand what's going on, and y'all kind of just want me to say okay and just do it. So I guess whatever charges y'all have, just okay, and whatever it is. It's okay. I'll do it because I don't want to keep arguing and be combative.
Stop. What question do you have?
I don't have any question. Whatever plea is available, I would take.
Mr. DiMaggio, you know something, Ms. Gutierrez, you're a very, I can respect the fact that you're serious about this and you want to defend yourself. That's what you have the opportunity to do today. All right. Now, when you mentioned that the other tickets that you had were tickets that were for 2 weeks ago, a little more than 2 weeks ago now, but I know what you mean by that, a month ago. The way I do it is, instead of having you come back and forth to court, I told you on that date, I gave you the case numbers, that those tickets would be subsumed in this court hearing today. Now, as it relates to those tickets are an expired plate and a no insurance misdemeanor. Not the most serious charges that we see, and not the most serious charges that you have listed here. I think a more serious charge would be the leaving the scene of failure report or failure report accident, which is a 0-point offense. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State. It's just going to be a fine. Well, all of them, whatever you plead to will be a fine. But leaving the scene of a property damage accident is the most serious allegation that you have here. And then you have some no insurance charges here. So if you're taking into context the 2 cases that you got last month, those cases are basically going to be subsumed in any offer that you get today.
Okay.
The ones that are the more serious ones that you knew that were going to be on the docket today was the leaving the scene of a property damage accident and the failure to report an accident and the other no insurance charge. And then you had maybe, the other cases are going to be dismissed because the officer wasn't here. Now, what is the final offer that you got for Ms. Gutierrez, Mr. DiMaggio. I've said all that, and now he's gone. Mr. Dupree, I want to give Mr. DiMaggio has indicated that he's not, that he can't work with Mr. Gutierrez. I'm going to give it to Mr. Dupree and let Mr. Dupree talk to you. All right.
Okay.
It's one of those days. All right. Are we ready on Goree?
Ready, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Goree. Mr. Goree, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what does your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a bench trial date.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Goree?
Yes.
He sounds like he's not sure. Are you sure, sir?
Yes.
Give you a trial date, June the 5th, 2025, at 9 a.m. If you don't have any further questions, sir, I wish you the best of luck. Have a very good rest of your day, all right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Kathy Lydell.
That's me.
You missed your day.
Yes.
Kathy Emma Lydell.
Yes.
City of Detroit versus Kathy Emma Lydell. Case number SP 164-89611. Appearance for the record, please, Mr. Berry.
Elwood F. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Ms. Lydell.
Kathy Liddell.
All right. Enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. Give her a $0 bond. We're going to try this one more time, Ms. Lydell. June the 5th, did you have an attorney that you needed to appoint, that you wanted us to appoint the last time?
Yes. Well, the last time you, I guess, adjourned it because when I was explaining how the situation was, you was like, well, you said no. You said no. We have a discrepancy. She can't plead. I can't plead guilty to. I couldn't plead guilty to that. I guess the officer had to be there.
You need an attorney. Hold on. Let's get you an attorney. All right. Before we let you go. Pass that.
Mr. Bowman, could you meet me in room 4, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Something was disposed of already. It was a sentence.
Where is it?
This is in the Perkins. This XX2.
They're disposed. How are they disposed of? Well, let me look it up.
Okay.
Other stuff open?
Yeah, the other ones were.
All right, we'll just let this dispose of cases go.
Okay.
Mr. Dupree, let's go back on the record with Mr. Lamb. Have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Lamb?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. I relayed a generous offer from the city, but Mr. Lamb would like a little time for his attorney to be able to get discovery, get up to date on the case. I'm wondering if the court would cancel the currently scheduled trial date and adjourn the pre-trial to give me a little bit of time to get on this.
We'll just give you a new trial date. That'll be June the 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m., okay?
Very good, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lamb, you have an attorney now. I hope you got exchanged numbers and information, all right?
Okay.
Actually, we did not, Judge. I'm going to move him back in the breakout room so I can get that from
Your
him.
number still 586-588-6428, Mr. Lamb?
Yes, sir.
586-588-6428, Mr. Dupree.
Got it, Judge. Mr. Lamb, I'll be in touch. You can get out of here.
Okay, thank you.
All right, best of luck. What about the gentleman at work? Okay, take this number down. He's at work. I told him we'll call him, but let's go with David Griffin. Let's go back on the record with David Tremel Griffin. He was supposed to be an appointed Well, no, he wasn't. What were we doing on this case here, Ms. Harris? Ms. Harris, was Ms. Harris did it? I think Ms. Harris is working on that case. Mr. DiMaggio, you're back on Gutierrez, correct? Taiwan Gray. Let's go back on the record with Taiwan Gray. This is a case, this is a case that's set for trial right now, Mr. Dupree. But Mr. Gray requested an appointed attorney on the 25th of February, and he never got a call. So speak to Mr. Gray in the breakout room and see if you can help him out, all right? Put your appearance on the record, please.
Matthew Dupree, PH0132 for the defendant. And Judge, what's the charge?
Charges are improper plate, no insurance, unregistered, untitled, open alcohol and motor vehicle driver, disregarding a red signal, and insurance no proof. The last two are civil infractions.
Got it, Judge. Give me a few minutes and I will, I'll get that ready.
All right. Join the room, Mr. Gray. All right, Mr. DiMaggio, are you there now?
Yes, Judge.
Now, let's go back on the record with Gutierrez. So hopefully this is the last time.
Okay.
All right. Now, let me just hear what you have to say about the offer that was presented to Ms. Gutierrez.
Okay, the offer
she's here. All right.
Okay. The offer basically is to plead to an expired plate as charged, an improper plate in place with no insurance, and a failure to report a property damage accident. She's basically going to plead to 3 charges, and then the rest will be dismissed.
Turn your camera on and your mic. Now we got it. What I think she's doing is I think she's driving. Everybody wants it their way. Turn your camera on and your mic, Ms. Gutierrez. I'm gonna ask you the last time, please. All right, say that again. I have a improper plate. I have a failure to report an accident and an expired plate. Is that the offer, Mr.?
That's correct. That's correct.
All right. So let me make sure this improper plate, this failure to report does not abstract to the Secretary of State. Well, they took the offense code index down. What's up with that? Oh my goodness. I should have printed a copy out. Failure to report an accident does not abstract to the Secretary of State, does it? Mr. Fitzgerald Harris, Officer Fitzgerald Harris.
Yeah, I'm not for sure, Your Honor.
Ms. Gutierrez, if you do it again, I'm just getting fed up with you. Leave your camera on, leave your mic open.
Okay, I just wrote you. Jesus, I didn't know.
Failure to report an accident, I do not believe it abstracts. So I'm not going to fine you for everything. I'll fine you for one of the matters of $240 and $145. I won't fine you for the second misdemeanor. You want to take the deal, ma'am? Neither of the misdemeanors abstract to the Secretary of State. Neither carry points. I'll dismiss the misdemeanors upon payment. You want to take the deal?
So what You
So
said 240?
failure to display, that's a misdemeanor, is a $240 fine. I will dismiss upon payment. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State, and that does not. Go ahead, Mr. Bowman.
Do you mean improper plate? Because failure to display is abstractable.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Improper plates, I'm sorry. Improper plates for the no insurance misdemeanor. It's for one of the no insurance misdemeanors. It's the improper plate, $240 fine. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it won't carry any points, and it'll be dismissed if you pay it. And then a civil infraction of expired plates, $145. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State, nor does that carry any points. And that will be closed out once you pay it. I won't fine you for the failure to report an accident. Now we'll just close that out if you take the plea. You want to do that, ma'am, or no?
That's fine, yes.
Have Mr. DiMaggio, have you read Ms. Gutierrez, her advice or rights?
I think I could do it right now if you want me to, Judge. It's been a confusing day.
Ms. Gutierrez, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Or you can put your hand down. Do you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have an absolute right to a trial?
Yes.
Let me go over the advice of rights. Let me go over the advice of rights. Give me an advice of rights form, please. Ms. Gutierrez, do you understand that if you need a special accommodations to use the court because of disabilities, or if you require a foreign language interpreter to help you fully participate in court proceedings, please contact the court immediately to make arrangements. You have been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge. You have the following basic rights. You plead guilty or not guilty, or to stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty will be entered. You may plead no contest with the permission of the court. To have a trial by jury, to have the assistance of an attorney. Number 3, you have the right to an attorney appointed at public expense if you are indigent without money to hire an attorney. And if the offense charge requires a minimum jail sentence, or the court determines that it might sentence you to jail. 4, you may have to repay the expense of the court-appointed attorney. In this case, you will not. If you have a trial, you have the following rights: to call witnesses to speak on for you at trial. You may get an order signed by the court to require witnesses to come to court, to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial, to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you choose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecuting official may not comment on your refusal to testify. To be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Number 6, if you plead guilty or no contest and your plea is accepted, you will not have a trial of any kind and will give up the rights listed in items 3 through 5 above. 7, you have the right to be released on bond. 8, if you are now on probation or parole and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or jury, it may result in a violation of your parole, of probation or parole. Number 9, you can be sentenced to jail and fines plus costs. The court will tell you on the record the name of the offense, the mandatory minimum jail sentence, if any, and the maximum possible penalty, including jail fines or both. In this case, the maximum possible penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. 10, fines, costs, and other financial obligations imposed by the court must be paid at the time of the assessment, except when the court allows otherwise for a good cause shown. If you are not able to pay due to financial hardship, contact the court immediately to request a payment alternative. 11, an appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days from the date of sentence as permitted pursuant to MCR 6.625(b). If the sentence includes incarceration and if you wish to file an appeal but are financially unable to retain an attorney, your court will appoint a lawyer to represent you on appeal if the request for a lawyer is made within 14 days after sentencing. 12, federal law and or state law may prohibit you from possessing or purchasing ammunition or a firearm, including a rifle, pistol, or revolver, if you are convicted of a misdemeanor crime of violence and you are a current or former spouse, parent, or guardian of the victim. You share a child in common with the victim. You are or were cohabitating with the victim as a spouse, parent, or guardian, or you are or were involved with the victim in another similar relationship. Do you understand those rights, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, I do. I just had one more question. That last case that just came up where the officer got on, he told me that I would be able to show, if I show proof of insurance, and the plates weren't expired, I would be able to get that dismissed. That's still not possible to do because I asked my lawyer that, and he.
Do you have proof of insurance and the plates, ma'am?
Yes.
Show the court proof of insurance and the plates, please.
I don't have it on. I can't bring it up there and show you. How would I show you that right now?
You just hold it up. If you have a copy of the insurance.
I don't have it offhand, but could I bring it up to the court by maybe say this week and then?
We gotta do this. Possible? Mr. Bowman, any objection for her to bring this proof of insurance and stuff to the court?
I could bring it Thursday if that's possible.
Yes, Your Honor, because I was getting ready to state for the record, while you're reading her advice of rights, she's in whatever car she's in.
I'm sitting in the car.
Don't say anything, Miss Gutierrez. Listen, Miss Gutierrez, you gotta let him speak. And then you speak, okay? You're gonna get your tongue.
Okay.
Mr. Bowman.
Thank you, Your Honor. While she's been sitting in this car, while you are reading her rights, she has been playing with a phone and unbraiding her hair. So whether or not you spoke those words of it to her rights, based upon the fact that she continued to do all those things, I don't know whether or not she understood or not what you diligently read. That's number one.
Mr. Bowman, I don't care if she's braiding her hair or what she's doing. I read her rights. She indicated she understood those rights. That's the most paramount thing for the court. My question to you is, will you allow her to bring in proper documentation?
I will not allow her to bring it in. All she's done today is show total disrespect for you and the court system. So she gets no breaks.
Mr. DiMaggio. Where's Mr. DiMaggio?
And as a matter of fact, Your Honor, if there is another court appearance, I'd like her to be present.
Well, she said there was another court appearance. She said she was going to bring the paperwork down.
Yeah, okay.
All right, listen, the attorney's gone. I don't know what keeps happening. I'm going to allow you to bring the paperwork in, man. Officer Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Officer Harris, I'm going to allow her to bring the paperwork in.
Okay, Your Honor.
Even though I will kind of agree, Ms. Gutierrez, you do kind of exhibit a lack of disrespect. I feel that is not done intentionally because of your passion about the process and things like that. But nevertheless, it's got to be some order here. I think I've given you ample time to speak. But when somebody else is speaking, and when I'm giving somebody else time to speak, it's your time to listen. And I'll give you an opportunity to respond. You can't just jump in and cut people off. You have to take a minute and listen to what they're saying, all right?
Okay.
Including me. When
I just want to say I've been dealing with you for months. I was not trying to be disrespectful to you. I literally was just confused and was trying to get the accurate information because of what was going on. That's all.
There's a way to go about doing that.
I understand, Your Honor. I really do, but I just was confused. That's all. And I'm trying to make sure that my ducks is in a row and that I'm getting the accurate information because to be honest with you still right now, I'm a little bit confused, but everybody is coming down on me because I keep asking questions and keep like, so what are we moving forward? I'm just making sure. Hopefully you don't get too upset. You're dismissing the first case. I know. The two with the insurance and the plates, I'm able to, for both of those cases, I am able to bring my plates and bring the insurance in. I know I have to physically come in with that information and I'm good after that.
No, you're still gonna bleed something because you got a failure report, an accident.
I thought that's what you just said you were dismissing. That's why I'm confused.
Yes. I don't know how much I can tell you.
And honestly, I guess this is where me and my lawyer confusion came in at. I said that I would not have a problem with pleading guilty to those charges for the no insurance and the plates. But that hit and run accident, they're saying whatever is going on, I don't know. I told you that I do not know what is going on. They didn't give me a discovery packet. They didn't give me no information. They just want me to plead to this case, and that is not me. That's all. That is the most important. The most important case that you're talking about, I'm trying to tell you that's not me, and I did not do that. I don't know what they're talking about.
So we have to have a trial then. She says
that's not fine. That's what I wanted to do initially.
She says that's not her. Listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Mr. DiMaggio, you asked to be off the case. I'm gonna let you off the case. We'll put Mr. Dupree on the case.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. DiMaggio, best of luck to you. I'll see you soon.
All right, thanks, Judge.
All right.
Judge, if we could throw Ms. Gutierrez in a breakout room so I can talk to her, but can we, I've got two cases ready, I think.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, I'm gonna go just wait in breakout room 5. Now, if you can't get it with Mr. Dupree, then I don't think anybody can help you, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put you in breakout room 5, wait on Mr. Dupree to come in and talk to you, all right?
Sounds good.
Your Honor, if Mr. Dupree needs an assist, I'm more than willing to go in and
Well, do you want to take the case, Ms. Harris? Do you want to take this case?
I'll yield to Mr. Dupree first.
I mean, if you want it, Ms. Harris.
He's got a whole lot, and Mr. Dupree, he's all the way around the world with cases. And I'm not saying that bothers his handling of them, because I don't think it does, but does it affect his timing sometimes? Maybe a little bit. So what do you want to do?
I'll defer to Ms. Harris if you want
to. Gone on, Ms. Harris.
I'll go in and speak with her. I will. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, wait on Mr. And I told her Mr. Dupree is going to be here. Now I'm really going to get it messed up on that because now you.
I'll explain it to her.
And Your Honor, just so that I am clear so now that we are having a trial date, all of the cases for Ms. Gutierrez are now in play, all 8 of them, correct?
They were all in play anyway.
Okay, all right.
All right, so let's pass the matter.
Officers appear today, Your Honor?
No. So the other officers didn't appear, so they're not all in play anymore because the officer didn't appear, and we're not going there with that. All right, so let's go with pass the matter. Let's go on the record with Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, I'll give you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Judge, we're seeking an adjournment at this time so I can get discovery. I do believe there might be an issue at trial, but I need some time to get a hold of everything.
All right, request for discovery. I'm gonna give that adjournment. He just got appointed. He was supposed to be appointed an attorney and no one ever contacted him. Request for discovery is made today, March 25th, 2025. Trial date is gonna be June the 6th, 2025, 9 a.m. Officer Villanueva, are you still there?
Hi, yes, sir.
All right, you're on Gray, right?
Judge, I didn't mean to interrupt, but could that also be on the 5th when I'm already going to be coming back for Armani?
It's gonna be on the 5th. It's gonna be on the 5th. All right, so all parties, Officer Villanueva, you be safe out there. No, that's Officer Peterson, I'm sorry. That's Officer Peterson.
Yes,
So he's
sir.
got
June the 5th, 9 a.m.
June the 5th, 9 a.m. Be safe out there and have a very good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so this is Devon Gray. We have a 6/5 trial date and a request for.
And the request for discovery.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Judge,
All
I
right,
would
we
also
have
ask,
next, so we have another one, Latner. Here, I want you to call this guy, Mr. 313. I told him I'd call him from my phone, but 313-844-9175. Let me try to call him. He's at work. I'm gonna set this for a trial as well. Mr. Latner. Yeah, I need you to, I'm gonna have an attorney call you momentarily. I need you to answer the call, okay? I'm gonna set a trial date for you, June the 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. If your attorney needs another date, he'll let us know. All right. Yeah, but 9 a.m. Answer the call. He's gonna call you in a few minutes. His name is Attorney Matthew Dupree. All right. Mr. Dupree, the number is 313-844-9175. He is Marcino Cartier Latner. L-A-T-T-N-E-R.
And Judge, is there any chance the clerk could send me the tickets for those 3 people, Mr. Gray, Mr. Lamb, Mr. Latimer?
Yes, Mr. Lamb and Mr. Latimer.
And then Judge, my client, Stephen Liddell.
Let me show you on Mr. Latner, Mr. Latner's ticket. It's just a reckless driving. It doesn't say anything. So that's not even necessary. It doesn't have any notes in the file at all. On Mr. Gray, the notes say, clear liquor in clear plastic cup, observed drinking. Clear liquor in clear plastic cup, observed drinking. That's what the notes say for that. And then Armani Gray, Armani Lamb, he had a lot of matters.
Judge. Well, the other thing, Judge, is I don't have any of the case numbers right now. That's the other reason I wanted the tickets, is because then I'll have all the case numbers.
Let me give you the case numbers.
Or if the clerk could just email me a copy of the docket, I could just copy them from that.
Can you email me? All right, we'll get you a copy of the docket. If you need anything else, then we'll get it to you, all right?
Thanks, Judge. And then I've got Mr. Stephen Liddell here. It's a trial. Do we know if the officer's here for that?
I haven't seen Liddell. I haven't seen the officer for Liddell. Let's see. Is Liddell there?
He's here, Judge.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Where have you been?
Excuse me?
Judge, we had the trial date wrong. That was both he and I thought it was Thursday for some reason. I had written it down as the 27th and sent him a notice.
You know something? It is Thursday. It is.
Oh.
It is one. Well, let's do this one. I don't know how it's written like that. I don't know what's going on with this stuff. City of Detroit versus Stephen Liddell, case number SP164-75703, SP164-78931. Appearance for the record, please.
Matthew Dupree, PH 0132 for the defendant. Mr. Liddell, your name, please.
Stephen Liddell.
Officer Paramo. let's see if, so we have Officer Karamo was supposed to be here today, but he's not. And he wrote, it looks like all of these tickets. So just come back on Thursday because yeah, if you got confused and you got that date, then he's probably the same way.
Very well, Judge. Sorry, Mr. Liddell. Just come back Thursday morning. I'll be in touch, okay?
I'm sorry.
What time? What time?
9
At
a.m.
9 a.m.
Okay.
Thursday at 9 a.m. Best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
Now can you stay for a few more minutes? Let's make sure we get everybody, if other individuals need an attorney, then we want to make sure that we get them one. So I'm up next.
Are you asking me to stay?
No, Mr. Liddell, you can go. He's talking to me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Have a good day.
City of Detroit versus Christopher Ronald Latham, case number U491388218. Appearance for the record, please. We don't have this is an EWOP ticket here that I would think that he would need an attorney for this. I'm going to point you to this case, Mr. Dupree.
Very well, Judge.
Appearance for the record.
Matthew Dupree, PA 0132, attorney for the defendant, Christopher Latham.
Mr. Latham, state your name for the record, please.
Christopher Ronald Latham.
All right, let's see what is set for today. Is the date and time set for a show cause? Go ahead. I'm gonna enter not guilty penalty. Give him $0 bond and put you in a breakout room. Go to breakout room 5, Mr. Latham, and speak to Mr. Dupree. Join the room.
Judge, it'd need to be 6. Ms. Gutierrez is in 5. I'm moving.
Go to 6. Okay, very good. All right, pass the matter. Let's go back on the record with Griffin. Mr. Griffin, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. This is an issue where now we're requesting an attorney. Why wasn't this done? I don't know why this wasn't done at the date and time set. I'm gonna give this to Mr. Dupree as well. Let me get you into Mr. Dupree. Let me get Lonzo Latimer. There, sir.
Hello?
Good morning to you.
Hello?
Lonzel Latimer. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
City of Detroit. Another EWOP as well. I don't know if it's EWOP, but City of Detroit versus Lonzel Latimer, case number U45701918, U66017323, 20703629, counts 1, 2, and 3, 20703668, counts 1, 2, and 3, and 20703670, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
My name is Lonzel Latimer.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant, Your Honor. State your full name again, Mr. Latimer.
Lonzel Latimer.
All right. Good morning to you. Today is the date and time set for a show cause purposes of arraignment, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. My client would stand mute.
In or not guilty on Mr. Latimer's behalf, give him a $0 bond. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Latimer, and speak to Mr. Berry. He's going to get you an updated offer. Keep in mind, if you don't like the offer, you have an absolute right to a trial. I'm going to get you in with Mr. Dupree as well, Ms. Vidal. Good night. Officer Villanueva, I think there's, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you can sit tight and we'll see. what happens. I think that's Gray you're on. The Sterling Griffin,
Yes, I'm here.
do you have valid insurance, sir?
Yes.
All right, City of Detroit versus Sterling Griffin, case number SP 166345551. State your name for the record, Mr. Griffin.
Sterling Griffin.
All right, today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Let's see what your insurance says, sir.
All right, I need to go get it out the car.
David Griffin. I think we're still sitting there with David Griffin.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, let's go back on the record. Are we ready?
No, that went off, so we're good.
Let's go back on the record, Mr. Griffin. Let's see what you have, sir. You have to turn that background. You have to turn the background off. Go down the video. Go down the video, and you should be able to see where it says background. I won't be able to see it unless you turn that background off.
Okay. You can turn the background off?
Turn the background off. All right, I think I can see it now. I think it's turned off. I don't know. Hold it up. All right. Right. I'm going to dismiss the case but provide valid documentation. Best of luck to you, sir. Have a very good rest of your day.
Okay, you too as well.
Mm-hmm. Mr. David Griffin.
I'm back.
Speak. Did I put you in the breakout room when Mr.
Your Honor, was Officer Harris? He's gone. No, Officer Harris.
Fitzgerald Harris. He's gone. And what is that for?
Okay.
Oh,
For Ms. Gutierrez, we could have resolved this today if he was still here. Okay, I thought he was still here. When I looked a few minutes ago, he was here.
Why can't you resolve it without him? You have Mr.
Because Mr. Bowman would need to ask him some questions so that we could technically do her trial today.
Get him back in here. All right. Where are we ready on?
Ready on Mr. Latham, Your Honor.
All right, let's go back on the record with Mr. Christopher Latham. Mr. Latham, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Judge, we've reached a proposed settlement of this matter under which the defendant would plead guilty to under a delayed sentence agreement. Mr. Bowman actually didn't tell me the length of the delayed sentence, so I assume 3 or 6 months or something like that. I can jump in and ask him real quick.
We'll give him a 3-month delay. What's this as charged?
Yes, Judge, to the
Wow. I didn't think they if he's agreeing to that, we'll give him a 6-month. I didn't think they did the delayed on the EWAPs, but if that's the agreement.
What can I say, Judge? I'm a pretty good negotiator.
Yeah, you are. I've seen you work. All right, you want to take the deal? A 6-month delayed. All right. You want to take the deal?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you put your hand down. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
All right, this is a 2018 ticket, Mr. You didn't get a chance to see. It's a 2018 ticket, Mr.
Is it, Judge? In that case, I would revise my prior statement, and we would ask to set the matter for trial, a trial in front of you, Your Honor. Mr. Latham, given the age of the ticket, there's a very high chance that it would be dismissed on trial date.
This is 19362 Andover Street, entered vacant dwelling without written authorization of owner. 19362 Andover. All right. Set a trial date for the June 5th.
I believe that's correct, Judge. Thank you.
2025 at 9 a.m. June 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. All right.
Okay. I'll get notice of that in the mail.
Give me a good phone number from you, sir.
Home phone 810-227-4735.
Mr. Dupree, you have that number?
Yes, Judge, I got the number.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if you'll get a notice in the mail. I know you're getting notice now. You should get one in the mail, but I don't know if your address is at still at Scottwood Place.
It is.
Then you should be fine. But I wouldn't rely on that. Mr. Dupree will take care of you. All right. Be safe.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Barrett, Mr. Bowman, can you get Mr. Officer Fitzgerald Harrison here?
I'm all.
You're all set.
I removed him.
Who else do you? Let's get Kathy Lydell. Get Kathy Lydell in a breakout room, Mr. Her matter set for trial for June 5th as well. I'm gonna point you on that. I'm gonna put Kathy Lydell in the breakout room. Have a conversation.
Gotcha, Ms. Slidell. Please accept the prompt to join the breakout room. I'll be there in a moment.
Mr. Barry, Mr. Bowman, can you get Mr. Dupree back in here, please?
Judge, can you tell me why I'm still here?
I thought Miss Harris was waiting on you.
No, I already talked to her. We had that been over.
So what was the disposition of yours?
She said I need an attorney.
Yeah, okay, you'll get in there with Mr. Dupree next. Trial is going to be June the 6th, June the 5th, I'm sorry, June the 5th. I'm going to get you in there. You can speak with them, all right?
9 o'clock.
All right, are we ready? Who are we ready on?
Mr. Latimer, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Latimer. Mr. Latimer, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, we seek a trial date and the appointment of counsel.
All right, I'm gonna put him in the breakout room with Mr.
Dupre. Yes, Your Honor. Excellent.
No, let's get, well, we're not on yet. Let's get Mr. Attorney Fitzgerald Harris, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, let's get you in the breakout room with Mr. Bowman and possibly Miss Mr. Bowman in there.
Okay, Your Honor.
Ms. Gutierrez, you're going to wait out here in the main session. I will be back shortly. Just keep your device muted.
Okay.
Judge, I see Lonzel Latimer. Is that the other person you appointed me on before?
Person that you're going to be at Lonzel Latimer, and person's going to be David Griffin. Go in the breakout room, speak to Mr. Griffin. His trial date is rescheduled for June of the 5th, as well as open alcohol in a motor vehicle. Let me see.
I got the docket now, Judge. I'm good.
Okay, but let me see if there's anything on it that you need to. Oh, this is what's multiple open bottles of alcohol in vehicle.
Okay.
For David Griffin. Let me put you in a breakout room with him and exchange information, and then I have one more for you as well, Alonzo Ladder.
And your Honor, on Griffin, is the Officer Villanueva?
Yes.
And you're saying that we now have a new trial date for this?
Yes, because he was supposed to get an attorney and didn't.
Okay, and our new trial date is what?
June the 5th.
And Judge,
all right, join and Mr. Griffin is waiting. Go ahead, Mr. Dupree.
Is Lonzel Latimer the same Latimer as the guy that you gave me the phone number for before?
No, Lonzel Latimer is different. That's Latner. Marcino Latner is the first guy I gave you before.
I got it now.
Latimer. I'm gonna put him in 7. His matter was show cause, so you can get a free trial on that date if you need to. I'm gonna put him in 8. Go to 8, and then let us know what you want to do when he comes back out. So you can get a free trial if you want one on that.
Nah, we just set everything for that June 5th date, Judge.
June 5th, Mr. Latimer, go in the breakout room and speak to Mr. and wait on. He's in there.
He's in there. I'll let them both know, Judge.
June 5th. Make sure you reserve your calendar for me. June 5th.
Judge, I am literally have as a day thing at the top Perkins only at this point.
Right.
So
we'll see if that works out.
Thanks, Judge.
Oh, Lawrence, Trayvon Lawrence. You may be going in there too. All right, Mr. Berry, let's call it. City of Detroit versus Trayvon Martez Lawrence. Case number SP 111-46221, SP 111-46851, SP 111-6972, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11732, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1170329, counts 1 and counts 2. 19-475-0951, 204-35937, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Elwood S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, Mr. Lawrence.
Trayvon Martez Lawrence.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client would stand mute.
All right, you are not guilty pleas on his behalf, give him a $0 bond. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, speak to Mr. Lawrence. If you don't like the offer, you have to keep in mind you have an absolute right to a trial. Join the breakout room, please. Let me take a little recess. Right back.
Who else do we have to talk about, Mr. Berry?
No one. I have the last person. He's going to see. We've got things to work out with the court.
Okay. And Mr. Dupree, what else? Who else do we have to talk about?
I don't think we have anybody, but the judge told me not to leave without checking with him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got you. So
There's somebody in room 8. That's you, Mr. Dupree, right?
Yeah, I'll tell him. I already told him he could hang up. I'll tell him again.
Oh.
All right, he's good to go. Sorry, Mr. Bowman, were you saying something?
Yeah, so the judge did the judge kind of mistake to say that you travel all over the world, or did he say correctly that you try cases all over the world?
I might be. I feel more and more. It feels like all of the above.
All right.
Oh, man. I think I did one case on Zoom from New Zealand when I was there. Oh, sorry, Judge.
Oh boy. Oh.
Who's ready?
Ready on Mr. Lawrence, Your Honor.
And ready on Gutierrez.
Now let's go back on the record with Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence, I've given you an opportunity to speak to counsel. Counsel, what's your client want to do?
Your Honor, based on a previous hearing, Mr. Lawrence was to have apparently paid a matter that with the 36th District Court. He's in another state and he needs to know how to get that money to the court. And essentially we seek a bench trial date so that he can get his matters in order, return with documents.
We told him last time, you got to pay it at the DivDat, D-I-V-D-A-T. You have to upload that DivDat app to your phone, D-I-V-D-A-T, or you can pay it online, or you can call in and pay it. You can just go to the 36th District Court. I don't think that's what it is. I think he just didn't pay it and then missed the court date. Go ahead, Mr. Lawrence.
Yes, yes, sir. I apologize for missing the court date because I also have I got the court dates mixed up with my.
We're beyond that. What else do you need to know?
So I got the money today to pay that, so I got it today.
Upload that DivDat app to your phone, D-I-V-D-A-T. You're talking about no insurance proof. 19-47-50-962. You owe a lot of other money too, but you're gonna have to settle up with that at some point. Come back June the 5th, 2025 for a trial, all right, 9 a.m. Do you have any further questions?
Yes. Once I pay this today, will I be able to take my license?
I can't say that for sure. I don't know what your driving record looks like. I can say it can give you clearances here at the 36th District Court. I don't know what you have going on in other jurisdictions.
Yes. Okay, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you. I'm sure you can get a printout from the Secretary of State.
Okay.
All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Who are we ready on?
Gutierrez, Your Honor.
Let's go back on the record with Ms. Gutierrez. Ms. Gutierrez, are you happy now, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
What is going on, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, obviously, we're moving for a dismissal on the cases where there was an officer, Margot Davis, who did not appear today.
Already dismissed.
Your Honor, the cases ending in 1141, 2, and 3. There is also a recommendation to dismiss.
That's Curtis City, right?
That is, Your Honor.
All right. What else are we going to do with the last two?
The last two, Your Honor, Ms. Gutierrez, we are asking if the court would allow her to Zoom back in on Friday to show her proof of registration and insurance.
All right. Zoom back in Friday, Ms. Gutierrez. Give me your registration and insurance. Make sure it's valid. And
Ms. Gutierrez, you can send it to me by text, and then I can forward it to the court if you would like, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, have a very good day. And I'm going to waive the warrant fee, but you're still going to have to pay these $45 reinstatement fees. That's 3 times on the cases that were leaving the scene of a property damage accident failure report. I'll waive the warrant fee, but $3 $45 fees are going to be assessed, and they're going to be on. You have to pay those, all right?
Do I pay that to you guys or the Secretary of State?
That pays to us, but I don't think that's going to affect your driver's license, though. But it just will be in. All right.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
I'll see you on Friday, ma'am.
Friday at 9 a.m.
At 8:30.
8:30. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who else? What happened to Lonzo Ladder?
I gave him that June 5th trial date, Judge, and sent him on his
All
way.
right, very good. All right, that is it. Thank you, Mr. Dupree, for coming to the rescue on those ones that didn't get appointed. I always thank Ms. Harris and Mr. I don't know where he went.
Oh,
I'll just leave. I always thank Ms. Harris and Mr. Berry for all the work that you do, and Ms. Nash, I thank you for filling in, Ms. Williams Law and Officer Thomas, if you're still down there. No? All right. All right, everyone, Mr. Bowman, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll try to do it again.
Thank you, Your Honor.